What's good, people? We're smiling. We're back in the house. And you know what? Tonight's going to be a good one. It's going to be positive. It's going to be fireworks in a good way. There's going to be a lot of people smiling and a lot of people happy. We haven't won the league. We haven't lifted a trophy. And a lot of people have been bantering about that. What we have done, though, is we've gone and signed Eberici Eze off of our North London rivals. They're all crying. They're all crashing out. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. It's hilarious. Make sure that you tune in tonight and tomorrow to all of the Tottenham Hotspur content creators that you know, because it is going to be absolutely hilarious. I've watched Tobes crashing out. Apparently, George has crashed out. A lot of the other Tottenham content creators are crying. Jamie O'Hara even swore on TalkSport and got booted off. It is absolutely phenomenal. I absolutely love to see it. And you know what? I sat there today and I got a text from Sam and he just put Eze in capital letters. And I'm just like, yeah, I know it's shit. He's going to Spurs. And I couldn't quite believe it. It was a massive shock. I didn't see it coming, if I'm honest. I thought we'd missed out. I thought we'd moved away. I thought we'd just ended interest and we were looking elsewhere. And it isn't the case. I've got some great people on tonight to discuss this. Igal is on his way. Igal definitely does have to hold a W here because, you know, we played a clip last night that showed him in the mud saying that, you know, Tottenham Hotspur are going to pay for the hotel of Eze for him to come to Tottenham. To Arsenal, sorry. So, yeah, we were all laughing at him last night. I don't think we can laugh too much at the moment. I think it's all about smiling. We've got Christian in the house. We got D. We got Albert, we got Marty, we got a gal who literally has just jumped on now. Big up.
Yo,
look at that smile, man. Look at that smile, bro.
You're not laughing now, are you? You're not laughing now, are you? Guys,
we're not laughing. We're not laughing. But you know what? Gal, this is for you. Gal, this is for you, okay?
Let's say, what are your thoughts though about Eze and the whole Tottenham situation? Because it seems like he's agreed to join Tottenham.
I'm waiting. I'm sitting back. I don't think he's a Tottenham player. By the end of the winter.
You think he goes to Tottenham or you think he comes to Arsenal?
I think Tottenham pay for his hotel to come to the Emirates.
Bro, unbelievable.
Yeah,
Called it.
First of all, the guy next to me called it before anybody else. So I'm going to give it up to him.
Thank you very much, Igal.
This man was going against everybody when it was the heat of the storm. So I'll give him a lot of credit. And guys like Martin was the reason why I still believed. Because Tottenham fans were yelling it at my face. I have guys sending me TikToks, multiple mentions everywhere. Guys telling me even this morning, swearing at me, telling me to suck my mom because they think I'm making shit up. And now it's like, we just told you. If it's between Tottenham and Arsenal, he's an Arsenal boy. He came to the academy. He was there at 8 years old. He cried when he got released. And now he has a chance to come home. He's coming home. He wants to play for the Arsenal. He wants to play at a club where he sees that we're actually going for the ultimate prize, not just participation trophies. And I'm not going to lie to you guys. I don't want to jump ahead and say everything that I think. But as for Eze to Arsenal, this is the most exciting signing for me since Ozil, based on the timing, the whole situation, the way it's happened. Since Ozil, I've not had this much excitement off the back of an announcement that we're getting a signing. To think Spurs thought they were getting him this morning. They thought it was done. We did a Luis Diaz to them. We came, we let them do all the work, and we said, you know what? Ring, ring. You want to come home? All right.
Hey. I'm so here. Igal, keep going, man. I need the popcorn.
This
is your day.
To the Spurs fans.
Marty, I need to hear from you as well.
I'm coming, man. I'm coming in, man. I'm gonna let Igal do his thing, man.
I'm not done.
You guys have been geniuses. Christian called your careers.
To the Spurs fans, let me finish. To the Spurs fans, remember, you guys take our leftovers. When it comes to James Maddison, leftovers from Martin Odegaard. When it comes to Yves Bissouma, leftovers from what we wanted. When it comes to all these guys, you guys come and get, everybody that you guys come and sign, they're all leftovers. You never get the prime rib. When somebody wants a player and it's between Tottenham, you don't have a chance, especially if it's Arsenal. Go bully Newcastle, Brentford, and West Ham. You can't talk to us. You can't talk to us. Anyways, I'm done, bro.
Love it, Gal.
Yeah,
Listen,
love
man,
that, man. Love that.
You deserve the praise.
Mic
there, bro.
drop.
You
Camera's
got
off.
cooks, man.
He's just done it. He's out of
I got
here,
the little
man.
one with me, man.
He's out of here. He's out of here. Listen, gentlemen. First and foremost, I must say thank you very much, Egal, for the props there and saying it.
Oh,
Marty's sound's gone.
Sorry, I've dived that. Sorry. Thank you for the props, and I've got 2 words for you guys. Eberici Eze. He is in the building. Do you know what? That thank you for what you said, Egal. That I remember when I heard that news about Eze dropping for Arsenal. This was about 4 weeks ago, and I put it out there on a podcast, on the Invincible podcast, and I got absolutely hammered for it. And do you know what? The information I got, if you knew who I got the information from, you would be like, you would believe the person. There is no reason why you would not believe that person, because you're literally hearing it from who you need to hear it from, right? And I got absolutely hammered. Like Egal said, I had people coming up to me in the street. I had people DMing me. I had people hammering me. People saying, "Oh, this guy's full of this. Where's he come from? Your sources are rubbish. Oh, where'd you hear it from? The toilet cleaner at Selhurst Park and all of this stuff." And then now, the further 4 words that I have is "I told you so." And it's it's a fantastic deal for Arsenal Football Club. Eberici Eze is an absolutely phenomenal player, and he has the ability to change our front line in a different way that we've been waiting for many years. And obviously, with the Havertz situation, that's kind of pushed it through a bit further. I knew this deal was going to get done, but I thought this deal would have been done before deadline day. I thought this was going to be like a deadline day deal. They were always going to wait for Friday's release clause to go out the window. That was always going to happen for both clubs. But like Egal said, listen, Eze's a gooner. He was at Arsenal. He's got unfinished business. The boy wants to come back to Arsenal Football Club. 1, because it's Arsenal Football Club. 2, he's got unfinished business. And 3, he wants to prove himself on the biggest stage at one of the biggest clubs in the world. And he knows where he fits right in, and he fully fits straight into that team. Do I believe that potentially he's the missing piece to the puzzle? 100%. He is the sort of player that is going to bring a player like Gyökeres into the fold with his ability to move from the left or the right into the middle, or to beat players, to play incisive passes, to take free kicks, to do the things, to break down teams that are hard to break down. Don't forget this guy's got the ability to move past players. Like, he scored the winning goal in the FA Cup final. What a fantastic finish that was. He's the guy that you give him one chance and he can put the ball in the back of the net. So, yeah, it is a great day. And I'll tell you what, there's a bit of a huge amount of relief when I heard that deal had gone over. And there was quite a few, all them people, there was a couple of people that DM'd me and said, and I said this to you guys before, but I'm going to say it for everyone else's benefit. They turned around and they said, "Haha, you're full of rubbish. I'm going to make this clip go viral when he goes to Tottenham." Yeah, well, if you want to make it go viral, now's about the time.
Marty, big up, man. I got to say, we were obviously together on Sunday for the watch along.
Yeah.
We spoke about it. You were sweating a little bit.
A little bit, mate. Yeah.
To be honest, to be fair to you, I don't think it was necessarily your fault, because from everything I read, Arsenal wanted Eze before the Nwaneri deal went through. And when the Nwaneri was confirmed that he was signing, they said, right, instead of going for an out-and-out 10, which Eze is, he can play on the left, but his best position is a 10. Instead of going for the 10, because we've got Odegaard there who we trust, and we've got Nwaneri there, we love Eze, but, it's not necessarily the profile we need right now. Although we can play along the front line. So I think they moved their attention to the left, and I hope that they would have done business on the left. I'm still hoping maybe there's one more in this. No, in Arsenal, there's absolutely not. But yeah, man, I knew you were sweating a little. I was sweating because obviously I had the same thing with the Gyökeres thing that Dee just mentioned, so I know how it feels. But I just got to say, man, what a night. What a night for Arsenal Football Club to get a player like Eze. First of all, the player. put Spurs aside, the rivalry, the banter, put all of that aside. But the player, this guy, people are saying, but where does he play? You know, does he play? I don't care. This guy is a quality player. We're bringing him in as an option. Whether he starts in the 10, whether he's on the left, whether he's on the bench sometimes, he's a quality player that is going to raise our floor, raise up. It does all of that. He's such a good player. He's Premier League proven, right? First game of the season, just now, away against Chelsea, is the best player on the pitch. Yeah, free kick, banged it back of the net. Obviously, didn't count because stupid VAR. Yeah, but this guy, like you said, FA Cup final, right? He's now taking his game to the next level. He'll be playing in the Champions League. Right, he'll be on the bigger stage, more eyes on him, and I have no doubt this guy can perform. He's done it for England as well, international caps under his belt, right? And this guy, I'm just so happy we got him, honestly. And yeah, secondly, the fact that we did it to Spurs, man, another one over on them. The amount of breakdowns, whatever you want to call it, that I've been seeing, the amount of content I've been seeing about him choosing Spurs over Arsenal. And I'm in my head, I can't say anything because it looked like he was going to go to Spurs over Arsenal. But in my head, I'm thinking, if we really wanted him, we could have him. But he just maybe doesn't fit the profile of player we're looking for. We're not looking for that position. I was disappointed. Of course I was. And when I saw that news today that Kai Havertz was injured, I still was like, okay, Havertz is injured. Havertz was the rotation 9 for this season. Maybe Eze isn't what they're going to go for. Maybe they're going to go for I was thinking maybe a Vlahovic might be a smart move. If you can get him for 10 mil or on loan or someone like that to fill in that and wait for Jesus to come back. But I wasn't excited about it. And in my head, I was like, please just look. He can play along the front line. He can play on the left. He can play as a false 9. Obviously, his main position is a 10. He can play on the right if he needed to. I was like, please. Just do it, man. Just for Arsenal fans, for the culture. You know, Sol Campbell, Emmanuel Petit, how that happened. Run it back. Like, just do it. And then I was literally driving home. I got a call from my dad, and I was like, nah. He was like, no. Because my dad sees all these sources sometimes on Twitter, and it's unofficial and this and that. And I was like, Dad, are you sure? Like, are you 100%? He was like, no, it's Ornstein. He was like, trust me, it's Ornstein. And then it was Romano. Bro, it was 2 hours and 19 minutes from the first Ornstein tweet to the Fabrizio Romano, here we go. Is this Arsenal Football Club? This is not how we operate. What is going on? And to do that to Spurs?
Christian, go back to your TikTok. You said, I'm not used to this, Andrea Berta. He signed 6 players at the time.
Yeah.
He just signed a 7th.
I know, man.
I'm pretty sure Dan Potts said on this show, I need 7 players this window. We've gotten 7.
We might get more.
Could we do one more?
We might even do one more. We'll come on to that in a minute, man. We'll come on to that in a minute.
Hey, guys, you guys are moving like Littlefinger from Game of Thrones. Every time you get something you want more. It's just human nature.
Look, this is one to be buzzing about, man. I can't even lie. Like, this one for me, I was stunned when I see it. I was amazed. As I say, my boy texts me, Sam, big up to Sam every time. He said, "Oh, Eze," and I'm thinking, why is he texting me Eze, man? Like, this is old news. I know he's not coming. Couldn't believe it. Could not believe it, man. When I looked at the Bombers and I looked at the Here We Goes and it all like started to develop, I'm thinking this is brilliant. And the first thing I thought, which is crazy really, because I always say I don't care about Tottenham, but we kind of do because they give us so much grief. I'm just like, my group chats are going to go off. I'm getting all of these Spurs fans crying. Oh, I'm done with Levy. Rah, rah, rah. I'm like, this is beautiful to watch. If you haven't seen Tapping Tobes, go and watch him, man. It's absolutely beautiful. Like, and I love Tobes, but it is absolutely beautiful, man. But D, you're looking happy, my bro. And you come on here quite a lot and you're positive and then you get shot down at times. Just like Christian, just like Marty, just like Igal. And I've got to be honest with you, D, this one's putting a smile on everyone's face, bro.
Well, this is one of the first times that everyone can be united. No one can have any doubts about it. No one can have any negatives about the actual signing. And Eze is one of them players that he excites the crowd and the fan base. He excites football. He's like, we haven't had a player that actually plays football that we enjoy for a long time. I don't remember the last time we signed a player that we actually enjoy watching. Like, he's the type of player that when you sign this player, you're like, you know what? This is what I want to watch football for. These are the players that you watch football for. Because he's one of them guys. He's going to play left wing, and I'm going to be happy him playing left wing. Like, no one's going to be able to be like, oh no, he needs to be playing centre. That I'll worry about that in about a month's time. Right now, he needs to play left wing with Odegaard, Saka, and Gyökeres. That is a scary front line.
Does he play there though, D? Because I'm thinking about it. Yeah,
he's been playing there for Crystal Palace. He played there for Crystal Palace against Liverpool, and he played there against Chelsea.
But think about this. If you're Mikel Arteta, when we play at home, most of the time we play against low blocks, right? Do you need Zubimendi and Rice playing together when we're playing at home against a Bournemouth, against the Brighton? Or could you have Declan Rice tell him to sit, or Zubimendi? I think it would be Rice, and I think Zubimendi would have to be the one to drop out.
Yeah.
And you just put Eze and Odegaard in front. You still have a left wing, you still have a striker, you still have a right winger. The creativity in that attack is mad.
It is crazy.
That makes so much more sense to me.
And the thing about it, which is good about it, is with Eze, he's not just creative. He scores goals. Like if he's at our club, I expect him now to score 10+ goals this season if he starts every game. Like, no problem. Like, he's a goal scorer, and not only is he just a goal scorer, he's the difference maker in his team. He's won them a cup. He then wins the Community Shield. He then basically was the match winner at Chelsea, but got robbed. He's always the match winner. That's the difference with someone like Eze.
I think if I'm honest with you, I think he scores 15 goals in all comps easy. 100%. Listen, what you got to understand, you're playing at Crystal Palace, and all due respect to Crystal Palace, but they're not Arsenal Football Club. At Arsenal Football Club, you're going to get chances on the pitch. You see, like, for the last however many seasons, 3 seasons, 4 seasons, easily in most games. So the amount of times we've had 20 shots on goal, or 25 or 30. Like, we've had like the record amount of shots. We've just not had clinical guys that are going to put it in the back of the net. And that's it. Eberechi Eze is going to get chances. One, he's going to be able to create chances. Why? Because he's got probably the best defence in Europe behind him. Then he's going to have the best midfield alongside him in Declan Rice, Zubimendi, and Martin Odegaard. And then obviously he's going to be playing in an attacking line, which, listen, if Gyökeres starts firing, Saka on the right hand side, and obviously whether Eze, on the left, and then bring him into the middle, there's going to be some serious. Look, we're bringing in some serious finishers into this club.
Yeah, and the thing is, Marty, as well, which you made a good point, is Gyökeres has now got free reign of that striker role. He doesn't have to worry about. It's unfortunate that Havertz got injured, but he doesn't have to worry about coming off 60 minutes or not starting against. Because I can guarantee you, I was thinking that Havertz was going to start against Leeds. So now that Gyökeres knows he's starting every game, you're going to see a completely different Gyökeres that feels comfortable. That's like, this is my role now for the next few months. No problem. I can start every game in any team. He'll play at Anfield. He'll play at City. He'll play at Nottingham Forest. He's going to be playing. And you're going to see Saka be a completely different player with Eze on the left. If you try and triple up on Saka and you leave Eze free, it's a whole different thing. You can't leave Eze.
You bring up an absolutely fantastic point, right? So if you play, obviously playing Saka on the right hand side, and you play Eze on the left, and you're playing Gyökeres down the middle, if you double up on Saka, you can't double up on Saka and then double up on Eze down the left, because then Gyökeres is free roaming. You can't double up on any of them. What this key component does is it takes teams the ability away to double up on these players. And if they do, or if they double up on these players, you're going to leave spaces in the middle. And that's where players like Zubimendi will play incisive passes through to players like Declan Rice and Martin Odegaard, and that ball will end up in the back of the net. That's what's been so important. Where the left-hand side has lacked, whereas Arsenal, where I think, underestimated the actual potency of having this player on the left-hand side is because Saka could get marked out of games. Odegaard gets marked out of games because people know that if they apply pressure on Odegaard and they get in tight with him and they pull his shirt and they let him know that they're around, and these tight low blocks, we struggle with them. But there's only so much of that you can do to quality all around the pitch. Yeah. It just poses a really, really interesting question for the rest of the season, how this Arsenal team is going to play out. And obviously, if he comes straight into this side, and like you said, with Gyökeres given a freedom now, it's like I'm the guy. I'm starting. There's no pressure. I mean, there's huge pressure. We could see a really, really convincing Arsenal side that are going to start. They're going to start putting teams away in fashion.
We play against any team now. I'm now confident that even we might not win, but we're gonna be a bloody hard team to beat. The chances that we're gonna create is gonna be hard for them to stop this attack.
Well, and look, not being funny, if you look at Old Trafford on Sunday, we're a very hard team to score against. I mean, they had some fantastic chances. Bay Door with that flap that lets Calafiori in at the back post. So Raya had exactly a very similar corner where they applied pressure. Yeah. Raya comes out and gets that with two hands, right? And then that Kuna down at the right down low, which Raya gets one hand. That's a really hard save as a goalkeeper to get down that quickly and get that round the post with one hand. We really have. And listen, William Saliba and Gabriel were probably the worst I've seen them play since that Newcastle Carabao Cup game where they got turned inside out by Isak. And Raya in the first half as well. They all were actually very similar to that game for me personally. Yeah. That's the worst I've seen. And we came away with 1-0 at Old Trafford. That's listen. And Kuna
we never do that. We never win at Old Trafford.
Yeah, and listen, and Kuna and Mbueno, they were on game. They were on the game.
Yeah.
They were on game on. Sorry, my phone's absolutely lighting up today. With all this SAs. They were on game. It wasn't like, and it wasn't a Manchester side. Okay, they have still got a lot of problems. I'm not saying they're the best team in the league because they're not by far, and that'd be lying. But they were all over us, and that's one of the worst Arsenal performances I've seen in a way of quality and slickness and moving the ball around and being able to control possession and retain. I think we had in the second half something like 20% possession or something like that. We had nine shots on goal throughout the whole game, I believe, or 9 shots. The stats really, really weren't good at all. But we found a way, and we delivered, and that was it.
Yeah.
Mate, I can't believe it. I still can't, but I'm buzzing for it. And I know that Albert will be, because me and Albert have got the same wish list, bro. We both had Gyökeres on it. We both had Eze on it. And we both got Rodrigo on it. Let's talk about Rodrigo later. But for me, Eze right now and Gyökeres already in the door, me and Albert are smiling, bro. What are you telling me, Albert?
Well. Chat, you've got something to positive talk about. We're happy Arsenal fans. But Dan, I said to you before, man, the receipts are there, man. Your wish list don't always come, man. I wanted Gyökeres from December 2023, came true. Even Eze, even longer actually. I loved him at QPR. He was brilliant. Season before COVID, he had about 14 goals, 8 assists. And I remember I used to work in my previous work employment. I got on with a QPR fan because I didn't know Eze at the time. He said, "Oh, this guy we got at QPR, this guy's a serious player. You need to keep an eye on him." I said, "Okay." Do your research. You watch him play. You're thinking, "Wow." Palace make the move. I think they paid about 90 million quid for him. So that's a good profit. But I think for me with him, when the season he joined Palace, and I was quite new to YouTube then, Dan, to be honest with you. I didn't know you at all. And I said, one of the players you should look out for in that season was Eze. And people looked at me like I was crazy. And I said, trust me, this kid is really, really good. Obviously, I had these injuries at Palace at the time and trying to get fit. But Dan, I call him the Roger Federer of football. He's a beautiful player to watch. Elegant, ball carrier. And we actually have a player, if we get a ball that's 25 yards out from goal, there's a good chance he could put in the top bins. Because at Arsenal, we kind of starved at people that could take free kicks and put it in the top bins. But
Declan Rice?
No, I mean, like, obviously, Eze's got more of a specialist, but leave Rice in the corners in it. But if Eze's not playing, then Rice can take over. But no, Eze, I've been a big fan of him, like I said, since QPR. I remember Les Ferdinand speaking about him when he was at QPR, saying when we had the Euros in this country, and he said Eze should have been in the England squad then. And I think that's pretty high praise. There's some good players in that England squad in Euros in the home country, but he's been in the league 4 years now. And like Marty said, in terms of no disrespect to Palace, but he's come into a bigger club. But yeah, it's an amazing signing, Dan. And I spoke to you privately in terms of I've been supporting Arsenal a long time, man. I'm on 21 plus VAT. The grey hairs are there. Trust me, you can't see it at the moment. But,
plus VAT, I love it.
Yeah. So I think all of us as Arsenal.
Do you know
fans,
what? Yeah. Do you know what?
Yeah,
I bet you. I swear to God, nobody in this chat, nobody in this panel will guess how old Albert is. Nobody will get it right. I swear to God, no one will get it right. But anyway, that's for another day. Go on, bro.
Eze, man. To be honest, I'd always you obviously heard the things about him being in the Arsenal academy, and I put a video in terms of receipt out there saying one player to keep a watch on, and I'd love for him to come back to Arsenal one day. But obviously at the time, this is over 4 years ago now. You're thinking a lot of things could happen in between them, but we hear a lot of Arsenal in terms of the two famous words, marketing opportunity. Eze was that every day of the week and twice on Sundays. And the fact that he became available, I think he's a player at Arsenal that we don't have. Christian made a really, really good point. I've been banging on about this, that people always pose a question about where would this player play? Who would play in the 8 and the 10? I don't care, Dan. He plays in our side. I'm not the manager. I don't decide the tactics. I don't decide the personnel. But if you're asking me, he walks into our side. And for me, is the missing link. And I agree with Rigal. I said it to you earlier, Potsy, I think, or I said it to Kenny, Ken, and Sophie. I look at it in terms of players that have come into Arsenal and the excitement and what the player can do on the pitch and the ability and get you up off your seat. And I can't think of it. I'd have to go back to when we got signed Mesut Ozil. It's that big a signing. Listen, it's not a big ask because he's a talented player and he's 27. He's at a prime age in his career. And yes, listen, we want him to hit the ground running at Arsenal, but this is a massive, massive signing, Dan. And to be honest with you, I think us as Arsenal fans, despite the business that's been done in terms of the players coming in, the contracts done, this is the shot in the arm that we needed, because to try and get over the line finally to win this league, whether it be hit the 90 points or start the season well, you need to give yourself the best opportunity possible, and you buy the best in class. Dan, we spoke on the show, the ladies show, like, I don't know what it's like in other fan bases in terms of when they talk about blocking pathways and players coming through. No, you buy the best in class. Players have to earn their right to be in the side. I made the comparison, Dan, with the hype around Foden being at City. Pep held off. He held off. The pressure, playing. You got to earn your right. But with Eze, you get someone in like that now. You cannot pass up an opportunity like that. And the thought of him going to Spurs, it really irked me, man. Obviously, Marty had these contacts in the know, but I think what happened today in terms of, I messaged you, Potsy, when the message came through on my phone, I saw the first line, the tweet from Aldstein, and I said, what? So now I've gone into the tweet now, and I said, this is mad. I was literally shaking. I must have pinged the tweet to about 500 million people. And then the traction happened and broke on Sky Sports News. And you think when you've seen things in football, how long you've watched it, and you see transfers and stuff that goes on, you think to yourself, nothing surely in football can't shock you anymore. But this absolutely has, man. And I'm absolutely delighted, Dan, to be honest with you. Like I said, it's not often the wish list comes off.
Of course,
to get one and then to get two. Yeah, it's amazing. And
so we get a hat trick, bro. Let's hope we get a hat trick.
Albert, let me add to your point, because what's so good about what you're saying, which is, as much as this is a brilliant signing, what it does, we forget how good the window has been so far. Zubimendi is also such a brilliant signing because he was so early. It's kind of been played out. Gyökeres was a brilliant signing, and the funny thing is now, Madueke is actually a bench player now. When we were complaining and having this before, we were saying, "Oh, he's not a bench player. He's not coming. He's going to start on the left." He's not. He's not starting on the left anymore because he's not going to be on the pitch, and Eze or Odegaard be on the bench. So now it looks like it does make sense now to have Madueke as a bench player. So we're actually underrating some of the signings now, because all of a sudden, Zubimendi, we completely forget about. That was ages ago now.
Yeah, we had work to do. Don't get me wrong. And let me be very clear in the chat, people, because listen to what's being said. I'm not comparing Eze to Ozil. I said in terms of the excitement, in terms of the
that's what they'll do. They'll
I see that. They're like, you said, Ozil, etc. Now they're like, oh my god, it's like Ozil. No, we didn't say that, man. We didn't say that.
Guys,
listen, there's a lot of people. One second, Mike. There's a lot of people that say that I'm the only bottom gooner on the channel. Everyone's loving the top gooners. Everyone's crying out for Lee. So Lee's gonna jump on. He's not got long, but he's gonna jump on.
I've got as long as you want. She's snoring, bruv.
Oh, she's snoring. You must be happy, Gun. You must be happy, Guns. We got Eze, man. He's a ball.
Oh yeah, I'm over the moon. I don't know how anyone's watched my channel. Just had 40k views on my stream. Yeah, I don't get it, bruv. Like, why are people watching me be happy? I thought I was supposed to be negative. Yeah, people only watch when I'm toxic. They only watch when I'm toxic.
That's the first time I've seen you
not allowed to
celebrate.
I'm not allowed to be happy. Yeah, I'm not allowed to be happy and celebrate this.
No, come on, dog. Big up
Come and celebrate with us, Lee. Come on.
One second.
Come on.
Rewind. Lee,
I'm rewinding. How far do you want me to go back? Like, do you want me to go all the way here, or do you want me to do the set piece coach thing?
No.
This is Sky Sports every time we get a corner, by the way.
Yesterday you were saying one thing, but today, what's the window now that we got Eze added to the list?
5.
Come on, man.
Lee,
5.
You don't believe that?
Yeah, I do believe that.
He's got to stick to his script. He's got to stick to his script.
Well, okay, so we know that Egal,
This is the thing, Lee.
it says 9 out of 10 because he's got giddy. What do the rest of you rate it? As it stands right now, if it shots.
What with Eze, yeah, with
Eze's coming in. That's
yeah. No.
So with Eze, what do you guys rate it? Because we know that he says 9.
9 out of 10.
Hey,
He's going to get a 9.
I'll give it a 9.
I'll give it a solid 8. I'll give it a solid 8.
7.5.
And a solid 8. And I'll tell you why. We've replaced the goalkeeper with a good goalkeeper. We've brought in a decent left centre back that can play at right back as well. We've brought in 2 CDMs. We've brought in Eze. We've brought in Gyökeres. And
Madueke.
Yeah, come on. And Madueke. I mean, yeah. I think that's a solid 8.
We can actually see, because I would give it a 7. What did you say, Christian?
Don't change your tune. You said 9.
I said 9. Okay.
I said 9, but I'm thinking about business that we still could do, because if we were to still bring in a left winger, it sounds mad, but I'd almost want it to take it up more than 1. So I'll go 8.5. 8.5.
D.
I said 7.5, 8. So around there, 7.5, 8.
Okay, Albert.
I'd go 8, but I want it to. If I'd only give it a 9 if there was outgoings, monetary outgoings, not loans, not loans.
Okay, and Marty.
That's a good shout. Yeah, I'll go for solid 8. Solid 8. I think that's fair. I think that's fair. We've got a good backup goalkeeper. Like I just said, all of those are the reasons. I think that's fair to give an 8. We've brought in 7 players, and they're good quality players. I can't.
When you say they're good quality players, though, sorry to cut in. When you say they're good quality players, every single one of these players, bar the striker, is a like for like. So the only one we've actually progressed on in terms of squad is the striker.
Yeah. Okay, so
only 11
so
last time it's not
how
true.
can they not be like for like?
So Lee, okay, so were Jorginho and Partey good players?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we've replaced them. Yeah, so we've replaced them with like for like. So we've replaced them with very good players.
No, we've replaced a position like for like. Yeah, so
yeah, but that's what you do in the transfer window.
Okay. So yeah, Neto and Kepa, I don't rate either of them. You guys
do you not rate Kepa, honestly?
It's fucking awful. Let's not say
Who,
it's rubbish. It's
Really?
rubbish.
No, it's not, mate. Nah, I'm not having that. I'm not having that.
29.
He's saying
29.
I'm not having that. Kepa's rubbish. I'm not having that.
So I'll go through the players we signed. Yeah. So we've signed. We got rid of Neto and signed Kepa. For me, that's like for like. It's a goalkeeper for a goalkeeper.
No way.
No. So this is where you don't listen. This is where you don't understand.
He's talking about position-wise.
I'm talking position. I'm not talking about the quality. I'm not talking about quality. We can all argue over the quality of the players and that. Yeah.
Is that
I'm
not
talking
it
about
though?
the positions. No, because the position, we got rid of a goalkeeper and brought a goalkeeper in.
No, but
we've already got.
What do you mean?
No, God, sorry, Lee. Let Lee speak. Sorry. That's the rude to interrupt. Sorry.
So we brought a goalkeeper in for a goalkeeper that's going when we got Cole Hine that's better than Kepa, by the way. Yeah. Real talk is better. Yeah, you can laugh all you like, Gal. Yeah, you never watched Valladolid last season. I did.
Yeah,
I'm a poet. I fully know
I watched Bournemouth.
Yeah, you watched Bournemouth. How many goals did they concede?
And he was one of the best keepers in the league last year.
Okay, cool. Why didn't they sign him then?
Because
why did they sign another Chelsea goalkeeper instead?
Yeah, because they have a connection with Chelsea.
No, we're not doing this today, Gunnar. We're not doing this.
Can I doing this? If he was that good,
just quickly, Lee. On what, Lee? Can I just say this? On one of the first streams, Lee, that me and you were both on, I said that Arsenal had Kyle Hine, and I said that he was a good goalkeeper, and you laughed in my face.
No,
and
I
that's
laughed
facts.
because I said how many times. Yeah, it is facts. But
Yeah,
I said,
you laughed in my face, and you said you
no,
don't
I
know what
laughed
you're
in your
talking
face.
about.
No, I never said that. No, let's not do this, Marty. I said you don't know whether he's good because you don't watch Fire the Lid. I said
I do know whether he's good. I do know whether he's good.
Hold on.
I know. Listen, Lee, I watch goalkeepers, man. I do.
How many games of Fire the Lid did you watch last season?
Nah, listen, I know goalkeepers, mate. I've watched Kyle Hine play for Arsenal, man. I've watched him play for Arsenal.
When?
Okay, yeah, I've years for years, mate. Since while he's been at Arsenal.
When?
When he's been at Arsenal.
Yeah. Okay. So how many games did he play for Arsenal then?
I don't know the exact numbers.
Oh yeah, but you've watched him for years, so you must know.
Yeah, I don't know the exact numbers. Okay,
how many Via the Lid games did you know when he was out on loan and played the whole season until he got injured in March?
Lee, is he a scout? Why does he have to watch every game?
Yeah, no, I'm not saying that, but one thing I
will say, I'm not going to go down this. I'm not going to go down this Spanish football route with you because you do know your Spanish.
I was just trying to get a point out, and everyone's pressing me, bro.
About Carl Hine when we've just gone and signed Eze. What is going on?
No, because I was going through the team because he asked me they asked me a question. Yeah, the fact of reality is Cole Hine has never played a first team game for Arsenal.
Yeah,
I am positive. Yeah, we're not going to twist this into a negative, lads. Yeah, it's not a distraction.
Let me ask you then, Lee.
You guys asked me a question, and now you're Gingham pressing.
Yeah.
You thinking I can't answer it? I'm going to answer it.
Yeah. We did ask him. No. We did ask him. Let's be real. We did ask him the question, and we didn't let him answer it. Go. One sec. We did ask Lee a question. We didn't let him answer. We all jumped on it. He got to the goalkeeper. He couldn't even get past Kepa before we all jumped on it. So let's just be real. Let me ask him a question on Eze. Real talk, guns. I know me and you are a fan of him. We think he's a baller.
Yeah,
this is a good signing, right? We can both agree on that. We can all agree on that.
Buzzing.
Where is my question to the whole of the panel? And Lee, I'll start with you on this. Where is he actually going to play at the moment? Because people are telling me that Madueke is the left winger, that Martinelli's going to stay. Some are saying Martinelli's off. Some are saying Trossard's now going to stay and play there. I think Eze might be our left winger coming in to start. I don't know that he's our left winger out and out, but where do you think he actually will start him, Guns?
Well, I asked Gal this when he jumped on kindly on my channel. Yeah, after asking for the link, I sent it to him 2 minutes later, and he said, "Oh, I'm going on never a foul." Yeah. Well, cheers. However, he did jump on. Yeah, we let him land. It's been clipped. I've got the email of the clip of the 5 minutes of you waffling. Yeah, so we've got that. Yeah, because we've got the best squad in the league.
We're gonna keep you waffling right now. Don't worry.
That's fantastic. Because guess what? Yeah. Unfortunately, I have been right about 80% of the time since the guy's been here, mate. Yeah, you get the odd thing right, and I gave you your flowers, hence why I said what phase are you in and tagged you in it because it weren't your tweet. Yeah. So when you get shit right, I'll prop you up on that. You know that. Yeah. However, where does he play? Igal couldn't tell me. He said he can play here, he can play there. Okay, cool. Where does he play? Because for me, he's a number 10. Yeah, and we need to drop our captain. We need to drop it. He's not a left winger. He's never barely played left wing. He's not effective. Ask Palace fans. There's Palace fans in this chat. They watch my channel as well. Big up Jack. Big up some of the others as well. Yeah, they watch Palace more than we do. He is a number 10. And we need to drop this captain and play him 10. And you bounced to come on here. I didn't know you were coming on here. That's why he rage quit. Everyone was saying he rage quit. He didn't rage quit. Yeah, he said he only got a little time. However, our best front four is Saka on the left. But when I mentioned that, I was a madman. Well, guess what? In open training today at the Emirates, he was playing on the left. Yeah, right. I then said Dalman's our best player, technically most gifted footballer we have at the football club. Yeah, he can't even get in the squad. So we played Madueke on the right today. But for me, my best front four, Eze in the 10, Gyökeres up front, Saka on the left, Dalman on the right. Yes, Dalman's not going to play 90 minutes week in, week out. He shouldn't play every game. But now you've got somebody that can play there. Saka, Madueke, Martinelli can play right. Yeah. Now you've got somebody that can play instead of Eze in the 10, Odegaard. Yeah, Ethan. Now you've got somebody that can play instead of Saka on the left, Martinelli, Trossard. Yeah. Now you've got somebody that can play up front. Martinelli. Hello, Martinelli is a striker, by the way. Yeah, this manager's killed him and turned him into an Olympic sprinter. Yeah, but that's my best front four. Then when you have Zubimendi and Declan behind them four that I've picked, then you have our defense. 3 of the defense I rate. Skelly, I rate him. That guy's getting found out this season. Calafiori's dog shit, despite his goal when it was a great being Johnny on the
Standing
spot and all that.
ovation, you said.
Right? Yeah, because this is what I do. I take it on game by game. I don't just go, he's here, back him. You have to earn your backing at the club. Tell me why you should be here. No, he's got the shirt on, back him. No, tell me why you deserve to be here. Show me. Yeah, and that's what it is. And if Saka drops a stinker like he did the other day, I'm calling it out. Kenny called it out and said he's not well classed. Is he racist? Because when I say it, I'm racist. Well, Kenny's black Nigerian, yeah? He's a black British Nigerian guy, yeah? Well, so is Bukayo Saka, mate. But when Kenny says it, it's calm. When white Lee Gunner English guy says it, it's racism. No, real talk. No, I'm not. You asked me a question. No, wait. That is my front four. That is my team. We know the team. I know 10 of my 11, yeah? Right? The left back, for me, we should have kept Tierney. That ship sailed. Good luck to him. He's going to win shit at Celtic. Good luck to him. So now put whoever you want at left back. But when I dared to suggest Saka at left wing, I'm getting crucified. But now the manager plays him in open training state at left wing. He's a genius. So cool.
Let's see if he plays him a left wing in a game, because that
his best bit of that game against Man United the other day. The best bit of work he'd done in that game, because he was ducking out of tackles all game and got locked up by fat Luke Shaw. Yeah, the best bit of work he'd done in that game was the cross he made for Madueke, who couldn't he tripped over his shoelaces. Yeah, was off the left. Saka on the left is a problem.
Listen,
and Darwin's a problem.
Let me say this.
To be honest with you,
I always hear this point. Where's Eze going to play? Where's Eze going to play? To me, Eze can play as an inside forward from the left wing and be closer to the closer and be drifting in centrally, similar to Bernardo Silva or Foden when they play for City on the wing. They drift inside and they play more central. So you don't necessarily just because your default position in the team is as a left winger doesn't mean you're going to occupy that space on the pitch. You could have Rice out wide, similar to how we had Xhaka out wide when Martinelli was drifting in that season 2022-2023, or you could even have the width coming from the fullback. It could be Calafiori playing out wide and being the person who's giving us the width, and Eze being the one drifting in, and then you have Zubimendi and Declan Rice staying back. Either way, at the end of the day, our manager is a tactical genius, and he's going to find a solution on how to use the man.
Why do you always ruin it?
You know what makes
it so well, and then you have to ruin it every time.
We've in terms of position, right? We've got Martin Odegaard left-footed. Behind him, Nwaneri left-footed. Kai Havertz can play in the 10 or the 8, whatever, left-footed. Max Dowman coming through, left-footed. Fabio Vieira even there.
Max Dowman's both footed. He's the most technically gifted. Left or right.
His main foot is his left foot, but still, right? Eze is the only player now that's going to be a right-footed 10 or an 8, wherever he's going to play. And like I said before, for me, he can play alongside Odegaard. This doesn't have to be one of them plays somewhere or Eze goes out on the left. I would love to see that. Like I said, maybe the game against Leeds or games against Bournemouth, against Brighton, against these lower side teams where they're going to sit back, we're going to have possession.
If that happens, though, Christian, sorry to cut you. If that happens, I'd play Eze 10 and Odegaard 8 because there's no way.
You could do that. That's also an option. But the thing is, Eze, I prefer him on the left side of midfield, is in a left 10 or a left 8. Odegaard, we know his link up with Saka is where he plays best. We haven't seen Odegaard play as the left 8, whereas Eze drifts over to that side naturally. So whether Odegaard then transforms or transforms his game to play on that left side, I don't know. In my head, the idea of Odegaard being as left-footed as he is in that kind of position, we saw Xhaka do that role as a left footer, but I don't think Odegaard has that kind of box crashing ability that you need, or that physicality that you kind of need to do that. Maybe you can. Maybe I'm wrong.
But that's why. Yeah. So like in pre-season, yeah, for the first time in a fucking long time, I was jumping out my seat. The watch along's still there. We had the Newcastle game. Yeah, me, Rashid Cole, Northside was sleeping because he's a lightweight. He can't hack his drink. Yeah, but real talk. Yeah, we were out of our chair. We were jumping off our seats watching Max Dowman play football. Yeah, he absolutely destroyed Joel Linton. And this is why, for me, Max Dowman, he can go left or right. He's our Lamine Yamal. Whether he's as good as Lamine Yamal is down to him, down to the friendship group, the family, and the coaches, and the manager of the football club. Yeah. But the fact that we took him all the way up to Manchester the other day, yeah, I was gassed for that game. It's Man United, fucking hate them. Fuck Tottenham, they're crap. We don't care about them. Yeah, but Man United is my rival. And then he's not in the squad. Yeah, then I see Ethan on the bench and he don't get a game. Trossard's a baller. He don't get a game. And it's like, this manager, yeah, for me,
Did we lose the game?
bro,
Did we lose against United?
doesn't matter. Did we lose against them at home last season in the cup when it mattered? Yes, we did. When it really matters, we lose.
We're talking about this season. We're talking about this transfer.
Yeah, and this is but this is my point, Christian. You've asked me a question, yeah. And then I've asked you a question, then you've come back with another question, which is fine, yeah. It's a debate. It's cool. When it really matters, this manager has proven that he ain't it. The captain's proven he ain't it. Yeah, Martin Odegaard, I thought was actually one of our best 3 players in the game against Man United. But now I've seen so many other people saying Odegaard was shit.
Yeah, I didn't think he was good. I can't lie.
I thought he was decent.
I don't think.
Yeah. And you know, I cuss that guy out all the time. He held the ball a bit too long. He was trying to scoop the second half. He fell off a cliff. First half, he was easily one of our best players. Yeah. Gyökeres made great runs. He never found him. Yeah. Saka was one of our worst players in that game. Zubimendi, everything I've said to you guys on here and on my own channel and other channels, everything I said about Zubimendi when he's facing his own goal happened in that Man United game. Every single thing I've said. Every single thing I said. Why? Because I've watched him 60 times.
Apparently he was unwell. He was sick.
Oh, nobody cares. Why is he playing then?
No, I seen it today, and I was like, what did he play?
Yeah, but this is my point, Dan. Yeah, it's like all we want is Arsenal to win.
We're not focusing. We're going into other stuff. We're going.
No, but you did this yesterday. Why are we going off topic? Because he asked me a question. That's why.
Why are we talking about Odegaard and this one?
You man asked me to come on here. The chat asked me to come on here. Yeah, now I can't speak.
Let me ask you a question. I'll let you speak about the question that you started on. The question was, who does Eze? You said we've gone like for like. So who's Eze like for like?
Eze is like for our donkey. Yeah, that's just got injured. This is the German. Yeah, because nobody knows where his best position is.
How's that like?
Where's Eze's best position for you, D?
In the 10.
Cool. Where's 29's best position?
Striker.
Wow. Okay, well, let me tell you. Let me tell you right now. Yeah, this manager, and we've got a whole 6-year window sample in December of this guy, 6-year anniversary in Christmas. Yeah, right. We have a whole 6-year sample of this guy buying players and putting them in different positions to where they're actually naturally gifted in. Yeah, Skelly's a midfielder. Your route to the team is left back. Calafiori is a centre back. He's at left back. Zinchenko's a number 8. He's at left back. Yeah, Ben White. Yeah, is a centre back. Now he's a right back. Timber's a centre back. He's at right back. Declan Rice is a 6. He's playing as an 8. Yeah, Saka is not a right winger. He's an 8. Yeah, but he's turned him into a very good right winger, by the way. Yeah. Now we've signed Mikel Merino. Yeah, Mikel Merino. Yeah. Oh, he's got the most ball retention and duels and all this crap. What's his? Oh, but now he's our striker. Yeah. Now he's a backup number 6 or number 8. Yeah. Same with Martinelli. Martinelli is a striker. He's turning him into a touchline winger. Trossard, yeah, is a false 9. Yeah, he's turned him into a touchline winger. Yeah. Now you think Eze is going to play as his best position in a 10?
That's not what I said. I asked you.
No, it's not what you said. But I'm asking you: do you think he's playing as the 10?
No, he's going to play left wing. But the question I asked you is:
thank you. So this manager thinks he's a genius. Why you play a guy? No, D. You aren't D. Let me land. Yeah. You said his best position is 10. We can probably, every single person watching this and the panel can all agree it's 10.
Yeah.
But now he's going to play him left wing, in your opinion, and all of our opinions.
He's a better left winger than Martinelli and Trossard, so it's an upgrade.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is. Well, he's not a better left winger than...
Can I...
Wait. One sec. So you would rather play Trossard left wing than Eze?
Yes.
This is what I'm saying. I can't even have this conversation because you would rather play Trossard left wing than Eze left wing.
Trossard had us 8 points until Jesus came back and he dropped him after getting player of the month.
The best manager in the league. The best manager in the league is Pep Guardiola, and he has been playing midfielders as wingers for a large portion of his time in the league at Manchester City. He has not had too many out-and-out wingers. He's played Bernardo Silva out in the wing. He's playing Cherky at times out on the wing. He's going to play Cherky on the wing. Times out on the wing.
When did he play Cherky on the wing? No, stop. When did he play Cherky on the wing?
He's going to play Cherky in the wing.
No, he's going to, but you said he has.
No, he's only had Cherky for a couple games.
So why did you say he played Cherky on the wing?
Okay, let's not be semantics. My main point
is... Stop lying then.
We've seen him play 10s on the wing on a consistent basis. When you play at 10 on the wing, it's not necessary that they're going to touch the line. They're not going to be touchline wingers. They're going to be another midfielder that's just occupying a part of the pitch. And when you actually see heat maps of where Eze occupies a majority of the space on the pitch, he plays predominantly on the left-hand side, cutting in. He can do that role, similar to how like Alexis was more was scoring majority of his goals on the inside. He was not a touchline winger, but he was still scoring a lot of his goals on the inside. Even look at some of the best wingers in Premier League history. They don't all occupy that space on the touchline. Majority of them play on the inside. That's how they get their goals.
That's great. Yeah, but football ain't the same as it was when football was proper. Football was way robotic, more about fucking stats and facts. And
I just gave you an example of Bernardo Silva and Phil Foden. He won Player of the Season a few years ago.
Yeah, cool. Now count their trophies.
He was not a winger, though.
Now count Pet's trophies.
Bro,
you're talking about one of the greatest managers of all time, by the way, and comparing that to Arsenal under Arteta.
Let's just go to our team right now.
Yeah, let's swerve away from that because you've been found out again.
Played right back, left back. He's not designated as one position.
Okay, cool. So where was his best position for you?
We have Ben White. Who was signed as a center back, who's now predominantly been played as a right back. People said he's not good at center back. Guess what? He's playing right back.
Yeah, but you're just repeating what I said in a different fucking accent, bruv.
What?
You're just repeating what I said in your accent. Yeah, instead of my English accent, you're saying it in your North American accent. Yeah. Oh, Ben White was signed as a centre back, but now he's predominantly a right back. Yeah. That's what I said 5 minutes ago.
Why can't we wasting time for? Why can't we do the same thing with Eze?
Because it's not worked for 6 years, bruv.
It has worked.
And you're talking about Pep and Bernardo and Foden. Yeah, you're talking about one of the greatest managers ever in our lifetime. You're talking about Man City who've dominated everything. Hold on. And you're talking about two very, very good footballers that are technically gifted. So is Eze. But guess what? All of them have got over the line. You're now comparing that to Mikel Arteta doing this with Ben White and other players when he's not got over the line with them players doing that.
I'm not even going to speak about Arteta. I'm not even going to speak about tactics. Simply put, guys, we now have another player on the pitch that can help us score those crucial goals. That is a clutch player that's done it in an FA Cup final, that has done it in an FA Cup semi-final, that's done it in quarterfinals, that has done it in the league versus top teams. When we needed a goal versus Bayern Munich, when we needed a goal versus PSG, we're looking around the pitch.
What does that lead to?
Makers. We didn't have them. Now we have a striker who's going to be occupying the center in Gyökeres. And now not only do we have Saka and Odegaard on one side of the pitch, we now also have Eze. And we also now have Eze on one side with Declan Rice, and we have more creativity on the left-hand side. Now, hopefully, the left-hand side can have more creativity and can be more balanced with a player like Eze, who is right-footed, who can score a goal out of nowhere, who can create something out of nowhere, and brings that difference maker. You guys have been asking for Mavericks. You guys have been asking for difference makers. We've been asking for difference makers since we lost to Bayern in the Champions League.
You're making out that I'm not happy with Eze, and all the people that are crying in the chat, the chat and the panel asked me to come in.
I'm not talking to you. This is for the public. It's not just you. I'm not speaking only to you. I'm speaking to everybody watching. You guys we've all been asking for difference makers. We now are signing difference makers, and we're complaining about third world problems. Guess what? If before, when we didn't have drinking water,
when was that?
We were complaining that we didn't have drinking water.
Tell me when we didn't have drinking water. Tell me what year? What years?
Now that we have full course meals, we're complaining that we don't have the right fork for us.
Bro, we ain't won a trophy for nearly 1900 days. You know that, innit?
Lee, you are missing the point.
No, the point is trophies, bro. That's the aim of the game.
Lee, at this moment in time, we have one of the best teams in the league, and exactly what you've been waiting for has happened. It's now gotten to the point where we have a squad that everyone should believe is good enough to finally.
Why should everyone believe it? Ain't a cult.
Because we currently have one of the best defenses. We currently have a solid midfield that can be argued as one of the better midfields in the league, and we now have improved our attack to a level where we've added Eberechi Eze, one of the best players outside of the traditional top six in the Premier League.
Agree.
We've added one of the best strikers across Europe who scored 97 goals over 2 years.
But you wanted Sesko. Carry on.
And we already have Bukayo Saka, who's one of the best English talents in the league. Now, with that being
said, best manager, top 5 manager in the world.
That's my opinion, not yours, obviously. But so you shouldn't echo it. Anyways,
no, I was just saying.
My point being,
you don't get sarcasm, which was why that clip yesterday was funny. You don't get sarcasm.
Here's my conclusion, guys. With my body paragraph being everything I've just said, my conclusion is I believe Arsenal now currently have a complete squad and exactly what we've been.
So there's serious pressure now, then, Nigel.
Forget about pressure. Forget about pressure.
It's not complete yet. It's not complete.
One second. Forget about pressure. I will bring the pressure. How about that? I believe Arsenal have the best squad in the Premier League now that we've signed Eze, and Liverpool have yet to sign Isaac or Guehi, and Man City have yet to sign a right back. I believe Arsenal currently have all the tools needed to go out there and compete on all fronts and to be one of the best teams in this Premier League. We have all the tools. Defensively, we have the two best centre back pairing. Midfield-wise, I believe in this team. No, I'm not cashing checks for you guys.
No.
Nobody else is. I believe Arsenal currently constructed is equipped to go for the league, and we currently should say to ourselves, for the first time under Mikel Arteta's whole era, that we finally can say we have one of the best teams in the league. And it's no longer Eddie Nketiah's and Rob Holdings and all these other guys coming in to fill in the depth. We have players who we've signed specifically to fill in the depth. We have players starting that we know we can rely on to make a difference in these games. And I believe,
let Albert come in because Albert's got to go. So let Albert come in after this.
like Norgard and that. Cool, carry on. Sorry, Albert.
You know what, Dan, we've had this conversation plenty of times. I'm sure you guys, you've always got your own channels and you have your inputs, but I've always said it with Arsenal. It doesn't matter who we sign. We could sign Sesko, Gyökeres, the second coming of Pele, Maradona. If the manager is not tactically flexible enough and adaptable enough this season, we're not going to do anything, because from the attacking point of the final third, we progress the ball too slowly. We take too many touches. Zubimendi, hopefully, a bit more time in the league will sort that, because when I watch, now, when it is league, let me land. It's just like with him, what I've seen of him anyway, he very rarely takes more than 2-3 touches of the ball, and that will help with the transition, because Erdegaard slows it down too much. I've always said that about him, regardless whether he's captain or before that. So it will come down to the manager and how we set up, because we can't play the football we played last season, injuries or not. We had 14 draws last season, losing points, 20 plus points for winning positions. That can't happen again. And we've got better players this time. So all eyes will be on Mikel. It will be.
Can I give you one point?
Well, we haven't got better players because
can I make a point on Mikel? Right, Igor, I get what you're saying. I like Mikel as well. You know I do. I respect him. I back him. I think he's done a great job. But this is where I sit on Mikel now. And I've said this already. If he doesn't do it this season, I will still be respectful. I'm not going to turn to, he's a shit manager, this, Arteta out, blah, blah, blah. I will say respectfully, it's probably time to go. You've had 6 years now after winning the FA Cup. It hasn't turned into silverware, hasn't turned into trophies. But where I sit, and I think what a lot of people don't understand, is for where he's taken us from and to, right?
We know that. That's the thing, Christian. That's the key.
Where did he take us from?
Let me finish this point. Let me finish this point. In terms of what he's done with the squad, right? He has, and I don't think any Arsenal fan can disagree. Igor just mentioned those players, right? Rob Holding and Mustafis and Kolasinacs and all of these men who were just not good enough to play for Arsenal have all been cleared out. It's all gone. All that dead wood. There's still a couple.
You mean the players that won trophies?
One sec. There's still a couple more to go. But I think 95% of Arsenal fans can agree we have top quality throughout this squad, right? And if Arteta leaves at the end of the season without winning anything, someone else can step in to a squad that is ready to challenge on all fronts and add to that. And it's not like they got to start again. It's not like they need another 5 years to rip it apart and rebuild and trust the process again. That will be, and retool, whatever it is, right? That will be a squad that is ready to go. Ali, I don't think you can disagree with that. I look around that squad, right? And I'm going to go through it. David Raya, Golden Glove 2 years in a row, one of the top keepers in Europe. Timber, I thought was our player of the season last year. I think he's the best right back in this league. Saliba and Gabriel don't even need a word, right? Left back, cool. People can have their concerns. Miles Lewis-Skelly's a quality player. He's only 18. Calafiori, I rate. He's not a left back, right? Maybe there's a little gap there, but I still like those players. Declan Rice, no concerns, no words. Zubimendi, for me, quality player. Martin Odegaard needs to find his form, needs to get back to it. But I know on his day, he's a top quality player. Adding Eze to that. Who can argue with Eze? We've seen him do it in the Premier League. Everyone's excited. Everyone's buzzing, right? I'm just talking through our squad and how strong it actually is. Yeah, you go Bukayo Saka, right wing, right? Top 3 right wingers in the world, in my opinion, right? When Salah leaves this league and Saka improves, he could be one of the best. He could be the best right winger in the world. Why not? Why not?
Bro, don't worry about him, bro. Keep preaching.
And Salah. No, I'm being serious, 100%. Yeah, Lamine Yamal and Salah, in my opinion, is obviously between those two for the best right winger in the world. Behind that is Bukayo Saka for me.
Well, so Elise is not better than him, no?
Huh?
Elise doesn't touch Saka. What are you talking about?
Well, Elise is not better than Saka.
Elise is a quality player.
Doesn't show up.
Big up the love.
I said Elise don't show up. He literally showed up when it mattered and won a league title, bruv.
Yeah,
anyway, all right, let me finish the squad,
you can win a league
now
title.
Victor
You could be starting for Bayern and win a league title. Shut up.
Okay, cool. So how didn't they win it the year before then? You laughed at Harry Kane.
Why didn't they win it the year before? I don't know.
Oh, okay. But I could turn up and win a league title.
Let Christian come to the end of his point.
After 11 years, eventually you're going to slip up once.
I'm just going through it, right?
Go on, Christian.
No, I'm nearly done. Anyway, Victor Gyökeres through the middle. We're all happy with that as a signing. 102
100%.
goals in 97 games, one of the most lethal strikers in Europe. Yet to see him do it for Arsenal, but I believe he will. Left wing is still a problem. That's where we still need to address, whether we do it now or we do it in January or we wait and sit on our hands, which we probably will, and do it next summer. This squad is ready. Whether Mikel Arteta is the guy to take us over that line is yet to be seen. He hasn't done it over the past 3 years, over the past 5 years. I'll be the first to admit that. I know he hasn't, right? So there's definitely a problem there. Can he be that guy to take us over the line this season? I don't know. I hope he can. If not, this squad is ready for someone else, another top manager, to come in and take it over that line. That's why I'm thankful for
one thing. Just I'm going to go down because I need to get my.
They're dropping like flies, bro. They asked me to come on. They're dropping like flies.
No, I need to go, man.
Albert, you're my guy, bro.
No.
You're a cool
one
guy,
thing
man.
he's definitely.
All right, man, like D-Gal bounce real quick, bro.
One thing.
He's got his own name, man. Call him.
One thing Mikel definitely can't do this season. I need to see better sort of management of the squad and playing players and not running players into the ground. That can't happen, man. You know what I mean? We had players lose hamstring injuries because he overplayed them too much. He's got no excuses.
29 injured? Yeah, Albert, why is 29 injured again? Because he rushed him back too early. Well, and he's bulked up. Saka's next. Rice is next. Trust me, Timber weren't in training today. Ben White weren't in training. Jesus is going to be he's like a new signing. Bro, we're fucked this season because of the amount of injuries we've had previously with major injuries. And these players are going to drop like flies.
Because you get knock-on effects from a long-term injury. So yeah, let me go, man. I need to go and sleep, man.
All right, peace out, bro.
No, they're all dropping like they all asked me to come on down. Now they're all bouncing.
Dan, let me say this. Lee, you're happy. But even in your time where you're happy, we're going to disagree on things. Where I believe Arsenal's transfer window now has put us in a situation where it's either we win or we clearly know you were right the whole time and the manager might have been the issue.
So 1900 days nearly ago.
But at this point, up until this point, I've always echoed that the squad was not good enough where we can say that the manager is the problem. I've always thought that the manager was overperforming.
Yeah, it's the first time that you've got the squad that you think can now be and it's now it's just, you said it on my channel.
Where I'm coming
We've got the squad, it's not on the manager. You said.
And I'll repeat this again. And to anybody who sits here and says, "Oh, Egal just backs the manager," it's no longer just about the manager. I believe we now have one of the best defenses. I believe we have a solid midfield, and I believe we now finally have that attack where we can rely upon them. And if we cannot find solutions with what we have to our disposal, at that point we'll speak about the manager. But here's what this is what I want from you, Lee, and the people who listen to what you say. Support the team for the rest of the season.
I support the club.
Support the players and the club.
No, I don't back anything I don't believe in, bro.
And let's try not to be reactionary.
No. Okay, so we go. Land your point, and I'll come back. Go on, land your point. Sorry.
Let's try to not be reactionary, because in the case when
let's not be reactionary.
When Liverpool are ahead in the league, because I believe we're going to be in a title race this season, and we're gonna find a situation where we're going to be in the mix, and we need ourselves to be supporters. We need to support the club.
What
We
do you
need to be
class
in a
as a supporter,
situation-
though?
we need to
Define
be in
what
a
you think
situation-
as a supporter. Sorry
No,
to
no,
cut
but
in.
Lee,
Yeah. What?
you're
No,
not
but
letting
sorry.
me even-
No, sorry to cut in. I
Lee,
just
but
want to
you're
get
cutting
your
me off before
definition.
you even say
No,
my
I
word.
am.
I
But
sat close to here and listened to
I
everything
want to
you have
get your
say.
definition of what a supporter is.
Okay, I'm simply saying, for us being in a title race and people going to the games and watching the games and us facing West Ham, Fulham, whoever it is, if we're ahead in the league, or if we're behind or wherever we are, we need to support the players at the games, and we cannot be there.
I'm not at the fucking
nervous, quiet, calm. The stadium at times, I feel like we weren't doing our best during some of these title races. I feel like at times we were the fan base at the games were being very nervous. They weren't really doing
Real
their
Madrid
best.
fans
best to
booed their
support the
fucking
team.
team off at half time yesterday. Xavi Alonso's first league game. Booed him off at half time.
Who gives
Why
a
weren't
shit?
they backing him?
Who gives a
No,
shit?
no. Why did they win the game? Because the next fucking half they won.
I look at Manchester City and Liverpool. It doesn't matter if their team is having a poor game or a good game. They back their team and try to help them get over the line.
Why?
It's almost as if the Arsenal players and the manager have to get the fans up for the game sometimes.
Yeah, because we ain't won fuck all for so long.
No,
Miguel.
but
the
we
teams
should-
you're mentioning have
we
won
should-
shit
We
consistently.
should help motivate these guys. We should help.
No,
motivate
they're
these
getting
guys.
paid millions of pounds. How about motivate us, mate? How about motivate us? Declan Rice went 4 times his salary, bro. He was on
I'm just
60
saying,
bags. It's now
As
240.
supporters, as fans,
That's why I asked you, and
as
you ain't
supporters
answered.
and
What
fans,
is a
we don't-
supporter to you or a
because
fan?
we haven't won the league since we came to the Emirates, and our last league title was at Highbury.
Which
That
we shouldn't
place
have
does not
smashed
know how it is, how the feeling to win is.
Well, guess what? Most of the people in that stadium went at the fucking Highbury
In order
Stadium.
for us to instill that feeling, I believe there should be more support. And hopefully, with the exciting players we have this season, we can get more excitement. We can make the place a cauldron. And from there...
Well, we did that in 2022, bro.
Yeah.
And we still...
Yeah,
bought it.
I know what you mean, but a lot of the time, it is on the players. It's on the players a lot of the time, too.
Yeah, because you're waffling.
If I cut you off...
I've
after
asked you a
every
question.
2
What do you
seconds,
class as a
you look like
fan
an
or a
idiot too.
supporter? You haven't answered it. What do you said we need to support
I'm
the
not
team and be a
answering your goddamn
supporter.
questions if I'm in the middle of a conversation.
No, but this is why I don't let you go 5 minutes talking, because we need to have clarity on what you're saying. Otherwise, in 5 minutes' time, that's why I always come across as the rude guy, because I cut you off. Yeah, because you'll go and talk for 5 minutes. Now I've forgotten about, we need to be supporters and support the team. What do you class as a supporter or a fan? Because they're 2 different things, by the way. Forget the fans in the stadium. No, actually, don't forget them in the stadium. What do you class as a supporter from a global status around the world that can't go to games, logistically, financially, even in the UK, and fans, supporters? How do you like put that together? Because for me, when I'm watching the biggest club on the planet in a country I live in, with more fans in this country than any other club in this country, Real Madrid, and more global fans than any other club in the world, and they're booing their team off in Xavi Alonso's first home game at half-time, white handkerchiefs out, booing them off. Yeah? Why aren't they trusting the process? Why aren't they backing him? He's a legend of their club, by the way, and legend. Arteta ain't a legend of our club. They stunk their way to a 1-0 win yesterday, a penalty. Yeah, that's it. Their fans are already on his neck, bruv. But us, 6 years later, well, we need to make it a cauldron in the stadium. Well, they did that in 2022, bruv.
I think
explain what you think as a fan and supporter.
I think it's unhealthy that we have our own fans saying we are incapable of winning, and in the middle of a title race saying we're going to lose to our opponents. And I think we should have the backbone to say, you know what, I believe these guys have the capability of doing it. Hopefully they continue to win and they kick on. I've seen you in the 2022-2023 season be a supporter that backs the team and believes that they can get over the line. And I hope at a certain point this season, when we are in a position where we can go on and win, and you see the finish line, that you become a fan that says, you know what, I see this team can win, and I hope they can win, and I back them, and let's get the job done. And same way when I seen you in the 2022-2023 season, Lee, I seen you put out your chest ahead of the game versus Man United and say, you know what, we're going to go
that goal. I said we'll win the league,
and you believe we were going to win the league, and everyone,
I did.
Everyone got
and then
excited.
This manager dropped Trossard and brought Jesus in.
What happens is, until we have our Emirates version of the Aguero moment, I think a certain set of fan base like you, DJB, Kenny Ken, no offense to you guys, but you guys are very pessimistic. And until you see it, you will never go back to what you were back in the
Yeah, but again, we're pessimistic based off of what we've seen growing up as
Lee,
fans,
look at what
winning
you turned
shit.
this stream into. You've turned a positive, happy stream.
I ain't turned nothing. You lot asked me to come here.
Over standards. And
you lot asked me to come on
my
here.
My standards are actually higher than yours.
The chat and you guys asked me to come on here.
Hold on. In terms of what you're talking about,
bro, I could be lunging and plunging with wifey right now, yeah. Right?
We appreciate
you. You lot asked me to come on here.
We appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, and it's not my channel. I'm on Dan's channel too.
No, but you lot asked me to come here.
We appreciate you all coming on, man.
We appreciate.
Dan texted me and said the chat and the panel want me to come on the channel, and I said, "Cool." I looked at the panel. I was like, "Okay, fair enough. Let's go."
No, but Lee, we're having a conversation. Everybody, you hold everybody accountable. I'm holding you accountable.
Go and watch my stream. I'm buzzing that we signed Eze, and I'm glad I did it while it dropped while I was live.
Me, I want to see you when we're up by. If we're up by 7 to 8 points near the late end of the season, I need to see you saying, you know what, we're gonna win this goddamn league. Let's go.
Okay, cool. So let me tell you why I won't do that. Because I've seen us be fucking miles clear in 89, mate, and nearly bottled it, and then had to beat Liverpool at Anfield by 2 goals to win it.
Am I losing my mind, or is he going?
Yes, you are. Because you never see 89. You never see 89. Hold up. You never see 1989. We were clear, bro. We were clear. Yeah, bro. You've never seen us in other seasons.
1 second.
We bottled 12-point lead, by the way.
1 second. Kevin Campbell, God rest his soul. I sat on a stream, 1 hour stream, and watched the whole 89 game all over again with Kevin Campbell, and he explained the whole season to me. So don't tell me I don't know about 89. Okay. I learned from the best. I learned from the best. God rest his soul. I learned from the best when it comes to that. When it comes to football knowledge, I might not have as much football knowledge as you, Lee, but when it comes to how we support the club, we don't have to support it the same. But if the title is in our sight, we should both be cheering the team on to win that goddamn title.
No, because
instead of criticizing them and saying how they can't do it.
Miguel, I'm only going off of 37 years of watching this football club. I know what a title-winning team looks like. This is not a title-winning team, bruv.
You don't know
it's
that.
Not.
You don't.
I do know that based off of fucking previous under this manager. If the manager had been here 1 year or 18 months, I don't know nothing.
You don't know nothing right now.
Cool. I don't know nothing.
At this moment in time, game week 1, we don't know who the title winning side is.
Yes, we do. It's Liverpool and City.
We don't know what the best team is. We don't know
if it's Liverpool and City.
We don't know if Gahey's going to join Liverpool. You don't know if this team is a title winning side or not because you haven't seen them kick a ball together yet. Eze hasn't even joined the team yet. So don't sit here and tell me this is not a title winning side because you don't know what a title winning side is.
How many titles have you seen Arsenal win ago?
What?
How many titles have you seen Arsenal win as a football club?
Bro,
answer the question. We don't need the semantics and all the bullshit.
I started watching football in 1989.
How many titles have you seen Arsenal win? Tell me.
No, 1998, I meant. 1998.
So how many titles have you seen Arsenal win?
So you do the math.
And how old was you in 1998?
I was 7 years old.
Cool. So you remember that like I remember 89 because I was 7 in 89. Yeah. So you've seen a few titles after that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Fantastic. Yeah. And everyone's got an opinion, Miguel. Yeah. And you know we're cool. Yeah. We can have the to and fro and we lose our rag and all this shit. Yeah. Facts and reality is I've seen Arsenal win 17 trophies, bro. I know what a trophy winning team looks like. This manager, this manager has not built a title-winning team. Most of our players are fucking crocked and got scars all over their bodies. Yeah. Now, the guy that had a grade 3 7-inch scar up the back of his thigh on his hamstring has now potentially done an ACL. Yeah. So now, hold on. Now, don't think Bukayo Saka, who's ducking out of tackles the other day, is not going to get injured this season. Declan Rice, Timber, Ben White is already injured.
Bad mine.
No. Reality, my friend, based off a previous.
All right. Let me give you based off previous. Arsenal currently have the best defense in the league.
Fantastic.
Number 2, Arsenal currently have one of the best midfields in the league.
Fantastic.
Number 3, Arsenal have just signed one of the best strikers in European football who scored 97 goals last season. And Arsenal have just signed one of the best 10/left-sided players in the Premier League from Crystal Palace, who
Fantastic.
also won trophies, who also another
So
guy
did,
who also,
so did Jesus and
we've
Zinchenko.
signed winners. We signed Zubimendi, who won the
Jorginho,
Euros.
29.
We signed Gyökeres, who won trophies. Lee, I gave you the respect when you're speaking for 30
Sorry,
seconds,
go on,
at least
sorry,
not
go on.
interrupt you, right? Then also Eze, who just won the Europe thing. So when you speak about winning, I'm looking at this team and I'm looking at the field and I'm saying to myself, Chelsea's not ready. I'm saying City's defense is suspect. I'm saying Liverpool have not yet to sign Isak or Guehi. And I'm simply saying to you, when it comes to title winning sides, we have been there and thereabouts over the last couple of years, and we have now added the 7 players we have been asking for. So if you still
Chelsea are not ready, no?
If you still believe the manager is the problem, fair. But I'm looking at the squad, and I believe this squad is of the caliber to win the Premier League.
Fantastic. Chelsea are not ready, but you put them as second place after Arsenal, yeah?
The reason why I did that,
oh, okay. You put them up. You put them second, yeah.
There's logic behind it. The reason why I did that is because they had a really good preseason and Club World Cup where they showed me that they have the capability to go on runs.
Okay, let Christian come in after this. You go.
And I think Chelsea currently have been definitely hurt by the injury of Levi Colwill, which drops them down a little bit now.
Oh, come on, Nico. Levi Colwill was the reason that they're going to come second. Is that what you're saying?
Levi Colwill was a massive piece to their puzzle. Let's not act
Levi
like
Colwill's shit, bro. Shut up, man.
Hey,
go on, let Christian come in and then we'll come back and then we'll close on this. I've got some super chats to do and then we'll close. Go on, Christian. Go on, bro.
No, that was popcorn time, man. I'm here for it. Ego, I just wanted to reply to your point about the fan base and social media and the atmosphere. The atmosphere is still there. The atmosphere is still there. I was at the Bilbao preseason game the other day. You could have closed your eyes and you could have been a Champions League semi-final, right? The atmosphere for that game, I swear to God, was mad. The excitement for Gyökeres coming in, the excitement for this team. I think 95% of match-going fans, maybe not 95, maybe that's high, 85, 90% of match-going fans believe in this team, believe that they can do something, seen them get very, very, very close, and have seen what I think is a very good transfer window. Finally, a sporting director with a head on his shoulders that knows what he's doing, who can bring in high-quality players. And I think the excitement's there, man. So when you say that the fan base needs to get behind the team, I think and I don't take this personally, but I think what you're seeing on Twitter is mostly negative, right? Because negativity sells. Lee knows that. Yeah, I know that as a creator. You know that.
But Lee knows that. But explain. Oh, hold up. No, fuck negativity sells, yeah? Because my highest viewed videos are me being positive, and my second
but he's
channel.
not talking about you.
No. He said Lee knows that. Negativity don't sell. Positivity sells.
I said Dan knows
that. Lee knows that. Yeah, you're basically saying that I'm being negative because that gets me more views.
Did I not say we all know that?
No. You said Lee knows that.
I said Egal knows that. Dan knows that.
No, cool. Negativity doesn't sell.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't. It makes you toxic and negative. Positivity sells.
Toxic and negative 90% of the time.
Am I toxic and toxic negativity? I'm negative. Explain my second channel. Please explain my second channel.
Talking about Arsenal in 2018 or 19, whenever it was, and saying, let's be positive, let's get behind these guys. Your vibe isn't like that now. You're not positive. You're not
fantastic. Do you know why? Because that was 7 years ago, mate, and we ain't won nothing.
Can I finish one point? We're going into a new season with a lot of optimism. Yeah, a number 9 who you believe in, Zubimendi who you rate, yeah, Eze who you rate, yeah. I know there's other players in this team that you rate in terms of the defense, in terms of Saka, in terms of most of this team. So why can't you get behind the team? Why can't you have a bit of positivity? Cool, you don't believe in the manager, but this is the club you support.
So we have to blindly back it.
One sec. The club you want to win. Why is it constantly, but why can't you just back it for 1 sec? And my point is that when I go to the game, I get the feeling that 90% or 95% of the people go into that match, believe this team can win football matches, believe this team can get over the line and win titles, and believe in this manager. Whether it happens or not is a different story, but the atmosphere in that stadium is not a problem, right? The atmosphere online with our fan base, 100% is a problem.
The stadium atmosphere is a problem, Christian. Stop lying, bro. Come on.
What are you talking about?
The stadium atmosphere is a problem.
When did you last go to a game?
That's irrelevant. I've been to more than you'll ever go to.
Tell me, I was there the other day. I was there.
Yeah, and I know more the people that have been to that game. Dan was there the other day.
Yeah, Dan.
Why do you always ask?
I was at Villarreal. I was at Villarreal. I wasn't at the Bilbao game.
The stadium atmosphere. I know people that have been going 50 odd fucking years and they've had enough. Yeah, I know people that have got season tickets that have gone up and up and up. They
You're talking about
relocated from
people, which is different to me saying I was there.
Yeah, these people were there,
I've
bro.
been going to watch Arsenal sitting by myself since I was 12 years old. My dad took me to my first game at Highbury when I was 7 years old. Right? I'm not lying. I'm talking about my experience.
You weren't infested with losers, bro.
Well, this is what I'm saying. Let me ask you a question, yeah, and try just be real on this. If we were to change the manager, if we brought in a Luis Enrique, if we brought in just say we brought in Pep, right, or any top manager who you rate,
Hansi Flick, Luis Enrique,
any of those, right? Do you think with this squad they could win a league or win something?
Yes, and I'd be like you guys.
So then you believe in this?
Positive.
You believe this team is good enough?
Thank you. The players are decent. The manager's shit, and the captain's rubbish. Yes. I said this on my stream earlier. Yeah, before I came here, I was on my own stream. I said if we had Hansi Flick or Luis Enrique with this squad, I'd be sitting here positive, going, "Yo, we're going to win the league." With this manager and this captain, we ain't winning nothing, bro. Yeah, our captain's got a fucking statue outside the ground, Tony Adams. Yeah, Mr. Arsenal. Yeah, everyone's dissing him. The whole reason half of these people support this club is they watched him lift trophies. Yeah, so let's not take the mick. Yeah, and he's negative. What did he do at Portsmouth and Granada? Cool. What's this guy done at our club? And he was a shit footballer. He was a baller. Yeah, one of the greatest English centre back of all time, by the way. Yeah, Tony Adams not far. Not Tony Adams. John Terry's not far behind. He is the greatest English centre half of all time. Yeah, that guy comes out and speaks. I listen. Yeah, and same with Thierry Henry. Thierry Henry. Yeah, you posted that clip of Gal. Yeah, and you played that clip and you thought you were slick. The first part, do I want him sacked? Hell no. Fair enough. That's his opinion. But when TT and David O'Leary, Bergkamp, yeah, and Tony Adams speak, I shut my fucking mouth and listen. Yeah, because these people, yeah, are what I grew up on. They are Mr. Arsenals. They got statues for a reason. Half of this fan base or more don't even know that Herbert Chapman played for Spurs and he's got a statue outside our ground. Yeah, even Spurs fans don't know that. Yeah, so when I listen to legends that have got over the line talk about this football club, yeah, I'm like, yo, big tone spitting facts. Manu Petit, always jealous.
Get out of it, man.
If we had Hansi Flick or Luis Enrique, we win the title this season.
Lee, for somebody who speaks a lot about facts, you do speak a lot about emotion. And
no, it's based on facts.
No,
you speak emotions.
Emotion. If I was to ask you a certain
we did 25 questions
again. If Arteta goes and delivers this season, will you sing Arteta's chant?
No, but I'll give him props and I'll be super happy because I'm an Arsenal fan. It's not about one. It's not about one person. This guy is turned.
Lee, it's no longer about the club for you. You have a personal issue with the manager.
No, I'm about the club, bro.
But you clearly have a personal issue with the manager. Even if he was to deliver league titles, you're saying even if he was to deliver the league titles,
go on, girl. Go on. The more he talks, it's like girl, bruv. Like the more they talk, they grass on themselves.
All right, there's no point, guys. No. There's really no point. There's really no point.
My point was, my point was
when I speak, Lee doesn't listen. He just responds and he starts speaking over me. And whenever anybody else says anything, immediately you start filibustering and talking about another topic.
Let me say this quickly, Gal, because we will close.
My main point is, Lee, if Arsenal was to go and deliver with Mikel Arteta, forget about saying anything else. Would you chant his name? Would you cheer him on?
Why do I need to chant his name? Why are you so fixated on this guy's name?
Arsenal win the league for the first time in 21 years.
Fantastic. Well done. After spending £1 billion.
You see, you have issues, bro.
I don't have issues. I'm an Arsenal fan that's seen 17 trophies.
No.
He said if you want a League Cup, he'd keep him though, right? I lie.
Thank you. But this guy sat next to me said he has to win a Champs or a Prem or sack him. But I said I'll take the League Cup, but I'm negative. Right? Not only that, I've seen 5 league titles in my lifetime under this club. Yeah, supporting this club. Yeah. I've seen 9 FA Cups. I've seen 2 League Cups. Bro, you ain't seen a League Cup. You've never seen a League Cup, bro. I've seen a cup double. Yeah, I've seen doubles. I've seen invincibles. Yeah, I've seen winning the league at Spurs, winning the league at Old Trafford. Yeah, and real talk, I've seen the league at Anfield as well. I was young, 7 years old. Yeah. And I was supposed to be born that day, 26th of May. I'm late for everything, so I was born 5th of June. Right. However, I've seen us win 17 trophies, Miguel. I've been to the games. I've been all around Europe watching my team. Yeah, I was in Bate Borisov in Minsk in Belarus. Yeah, I've been to Atleti. Yeah, I've been everywhere,
you were in
bro.
Ostasuna, I remember that.
Ostersunds. I've been everywhere watching my club.
Graham
Yeah.
Potter.
My first game, was Graham Ricks, who half this fan base have no idea. You don't want to Google him. He's a nonce.
Yeah, don't Google him.
He played for Chelsea. Right. But real talk, I went to his testimonial in October 1991. We lost 5-2 at home in his testimonial game to Spurs. That was my first ever game at Highbury. 1991, Miguel. Yeah? I don't know when you were born, but you probably weren't born
Was
then.
it in January?
No, it was October 91. So you were a little
I was
baby.
already born by then.
So you were a little baby. I was watching Arsenal get panned 5-2 in Rick's testimonial.
I'm sorry, you're older than me. I didn't realize that was
No, but this is my point. Yeah, this is my point. Miguel, we all want Arsenal to win. We all have different ways of Arsenal to win. But I've seen Arsenal be successful, and I've seen Wenger come in. Yeah, I've seen George Graham come in. When people say to me, who do you want as manager next? Be realistic. Cool. Al Ali's manager. Because he's just got to another final today.
Hey, you know.
Yeah, and guess what? He managed Salzburg to a double in his first season as manager. No, hold up. You've asked. Wait. First season as manager. He's 37 years old. First season in a top flight as a top flight manager, because he did the reserve team for Salzburg. First season, double. Second season, title. Didn't retain the double. Yeah. Got him out the group stage for the first time in the Champions League ever. He left Salzburg, went to Al Ali, Mahrez, and Ivan Toney FC. Yeah. 37 years old. He was 35 when he won the titles. Yeah. Didn't win anything. Finished third in the league that season. Bear in mind, Ronaldo, Neymar, all these other ballers, Benzema, all them ballers are there. They just got promoted, by the way. He got them third. The following season, he's just won their equivalent of the Champions League. This season, he's got them straight into a final, which is on Saturday. What phase is he in? Because he's younger than Arteta. Yeah, he's never managed a top flight team. Yeah, until 34, 35 years old. He managed the reserves. What is the difference between that guy and this guy? I'll tell you the difference. He'd managed at lower level before. This guy's never managed at any level before.
Okay.
No, the difference is the competition that he's up against. He's not managing the Premier League.
It's relative, bro. You still have to win.
Also, being an assistant manager for a team that's winning league titles does give you some level of experience.
Oh, by the way, Salzburg ain't won a league title since he left.
So, okay.
So do you want Ruben Amorim at Arsenal?
All right, guys.
Arteta?
One more thing.
Ruben Amorim suits us more than
might
Man
end
United.
up being sold, eh?
I don't know why. I don't want him to go really because we're going to be short.
They just want to generate sales.
Who?
Yeah,
Kibio
but
is going to be sold. For like,
Yeah, get rid of him. He's shit.
We're basically losing
he's
Tommy
not shit,
Asu
bro.
and
He comes out of
Kibio.
Real Madrid.
But if
Oh,
we lose
well
him, we're
done.
losing Kibio. One sec. We're losing Kibio and Tommy Asu, and we're bringing in Mosquera. That means we're short again. I don't want to be short.
Damn,
Right?
this is
No,
what
no,
these
we
people don't
still have
understand.
Calafiori.
Damn.
We still have Calafiori and we're keeping Zinchenko.
I don't want to keep this Zinchenko guy, man. He sucks.
What? Let me ask him, Dan. Yeah.
At left
How
back.
do you
He's
think?
terrible
How do you
guy.
think Isak? Do you think Isak's out of order for doing what he's doing at Newcastle? Yes or no?
I think gentlemen's agreements in football don't exist, and your representatives fucked up for not giving you.
Okay, but do you think he's out of order for the way he's trying to force the move because he's under contract for 3 more years? Yes or no?
I think both parties.
Yes or
are
no,
wrong.
bruv?
I think both parties are wrong.
Okay, cool. But you think he's out of order for?
I think
doing
him
what
and
he's done?
Newcastle both made mistakes. We don't know. the truth.
Fantastic, cool. So do you think Zinchenko's out of order? Yeah, for coming out publicly in a book. Yeah, and our fan base that are cussing out Isak. Yeah, do you think that he's out of order, Zinchenko? Yeah, for coming out and saying what he said, and our fans wanting to get rid of him and break his contract.
I think Zinchenko is very not well media trained because he does do a lot of things that are silly.
Who, Isak?
No, Zinchenko. I don't think
Zinchenko is very media trained.
I don't think Zinchenko is well media trained because he's sitting
He's
out
very
here
media
talking
trained.
about.
He did the Piers Morgan interview.
He's sitting out here talking about being sad that he's making millions of pounds sitting on the bench.
You can be a millionaire and be sad.
No, but that's how he was implying.
You can have mental health issues if you're a millionaire.
No, but I'm saying
it can be lonely. It can be upsetting.
Sitting on the bench for Arsenal and not playing, being compared to not being wanted at your workplace. Come on, if we're not,
you can't go from winning loads of trophies.
If I'm not wanted at my workplace, I'm gonna get sacked.
And now you're on the bench.
No, I just think it's very. I think Zinchenko, the way that he said it and what he said,
But is that any different to Isak?
No, but Isak is a completely different situation.
But that's why I'm asking. So our fans, that's why I asked you. Yeah, Isak's under contract. Yeah,
Newcastle.
This guy's no. This guy's under contract. So when you're saying back the team, back the club, yeah, Isak wants to break his contract. Our fan base want Zinchenko, the club, to break Zinchenko's contract. So when it's on the club and it's a player you don't rate, because let's be real, you rate Odegaard, yeah? All right, let's pick a player, Saliba. Let's say Saliba, yeah? We all rate Saliba. If Saliba did what Isak did, you'd be fuming, right?
Of course.
Thank you. But now it's Zinchenko, you couldn't give a fuck.
Because Zinchenko's not relevant.
Thank you. So he's irrelevant now. So this is my point. And this is why I say every day. Because you know what? This is why English football has been fucking infested. Yeah, because when it suits you on your club and it goes in your favor, we'll take it.
No, but
when it goes the opposite way and it strengthens the rival.
One second, I could say the same thing about everything you say because
everything I say has been right, bro.
Because everything is negative, and
it's not negative. You don't watch my content. Stop lying. You don't watch my content like that. You watch the clips.
Let me do these.
You watch my clips. You don't watch my content like that.
Bro,
let me do these.
You don't watch my content like that, girl.
I am on stream with you on a regular basis.
You do not watch my content like that, my friend.
I don't have to watch all your content.
Thank you. You watch the clips.
Man.
You watch my clips.
That's irrelevant. I'm just simply saying you can say the same thing about you.
Saying lads love the content. I'm a City fan. This transfer is next level. But now I think there's a domino effect. Savio to Spurs, Rodrigo to City. I want to get a quick question on that.
Who cares?
Are Arsenal thin on PSR? If so, I only pray that there are no surprise exits. I actually don't think we are. I think there's a lot of rubbish, this PSR
Kieran
stuff.
Maguire said it's fine.
Yeah, exactly. I believe the finance people, not people on Twitter. But as a Chelsea fan, it's good to see the panel not just full of Lee boot polishers. Is that what people call them? To say Arteta's shite is just as deluded as thinking he's as good as Igal does. Look, man, we all have difference of opinions, man. We all sit on a different side of the fence. Apparently, Dan Lee ignored my super chat. I don't think he did. There's problems with super chats. I've only just got them back today. Rodrigo or Semenyo? Well, obviously, we've got to be Rodrigo, right? That'd be unbelievable.
They're going for the same price. Bournemouth wants 70 mil.
Well, you're going to take Rodrigo then, 100%. That's if Rodrigo's going to leave, which I still don't think he will, but we'll see. Canadian Gooner, honestly, guys, how much longer does Odegaard have this season? That's it.
Couple of weeks.
Odegaard was good on the weekend.
He was good for
not
about
even going to give him
minutes.
a couple of weeks, Lee, are you? You want him gone now, I thought.
Bro, he's shit. Yeah, he's the perfect captain for this fan base and for this manager. He's a foul wonder kid.
The thing is, though, if we were to have sold Odegaard a year ago, the same people calling him shit now would have said it's lack of ambition to sell your best player.
He's not our best player.
At the time, he was.
No, he wasn't.
He was.
Thomas Partey's our best midfielder.
2022, 2023, Odegaard was one of
2022, 2023 weren't our best player, mate. Who got player of the season? Saka. Thank you.
No, if we would have won,
Saka got player of the season, mate. And I don't think your tweets you're saying the same. So did Martinelli and so did Saka.
Odegaard got 15 goals as a midfielder.
So did Martinelli.
Martinelli and Saka are
wingers. Saliba were our best three players for 2 seasons.
No, they weren't.
Okay. Our best player can be all.
So on that basis, they were our best players in them seasons when we were 8 points clear. We still didn't cross the line, and we're now sitting here arguing for about an hour over keeping these players still at our club, thinking they can get over the line. Clearly, they're not good enough.
Well, players can improve, Lee. Players don't just sit still all
Saka fell off a cliff. Saka's fell off a cliff.
We're talking about Martinelli's fell off a cliff last season. He came back. Yeah, obviously he's not going to hit.
He missed 12 games. He had 6 league goals. He missed 12 games.
But he also came back and scored versus PSG and Real Madrid in the knockout rounds.
Whoopee. What's he done since? 1 league goal in 14.
Bro, we've
And
only
that was
played
against
He'll
one
get back to
game.
his best. I'm not worried about Saka at all. I think he'll get back to his best. The injury was a bad.
Perfect. Clip
definitely a
that,
bad
guys. 1 hour, 35 minutes, 20.
He'll
Well,
get
listen,
back-
Christian, this one's
You're
for
the
you.
same guy. You're the same
You
guy
had
who
the
was saying why
audacity
you
to
talk.
say
1 second.
Arsenal can't. I'm trying to get through these supers, but go on, Igal.
Sorry.
Go on.
No, because yesterday he was saying why you talking about Cole Palmer's GA, and now you're talking about Saka's GA.
I mentioned it yesterday on the same stream.
Player?
Because you know why? Because you man overrate these players so badly because you want tit for tat
Nobody
online.
here is overrating the players. Me and Christian are having a normal conversation. You're coming here with Twitter agendas.
I'm not coming with Twitter agendas. You've just brought up Saka. You guys have brought up Saka. Yeah, Saka. Yeah, I've said 20 minutes ago, I beg this guy is not the next 29 because 29's finished at this club. Jesus is finished. They've had way too many big injuries. Yeah, I beg Saka in the next. Yeah, because the way that guy is looking with 1 goal in 14, yeah, and ducking out of tackles, it's looking peak, bruv.
But Lee, you're just to reply to your point about why
And
we're
I've-
still backing these,
go on.
why are we still backing these players when
Sorry,
we've seen
Dan,
them
this
get
is-
second and not be
No,
good
it's
enough?
cool.
These are young players that are still improving. Players usually get better year on year. So if Saliba's still improving,
That's
if
factually
Odegaard can get
incorrect.
back to it, if Saka can improve,
What do you
if
mean
other
that's
players around
factually
the squad
incorrect?
can improve, and we add
Okay.
depth to this squad,
By the way, that's a,
why
like
can't it go from second to first?
That
So they
sentence isn't
okay.
even
Okay,
work.
can I answer the
Isn't that
question,
far?
or am I getting Gengham pressed? He said players get better year on year. Factually incorrect.
What?
You said
players
players
can't
get
improve?
better. Your words said you said just now players factually get better year on year.
You added factually to the sentence. I
Well,
said
you
players
said
usually get
okay, so
better year on
factually
year.
incorrect then.
I
No, they
believe
don't.
Saliba this season will be better than
No,
last.
you
I believe
believe,
Saka
but
this
it's not
season,
fact. You said players get better year on year. Your words.
They can do.
Okay, cool. So how's Smith Rowe getting on?
It's not obviously not every player gets better.
Okay, no,
year
no.
on
So
year.
hold on, but you said
Players that we
players.
keep and believe in.
How's
and think
Odegaard
are
got on?
good should
How's
get better
Odegaard?
year
No,
on
okay,
year.
Christian, you've asked me a question. Yeah, players. You said players get better. You made a statement. Players gets better year on year.
Yeah.
Cool. How's Odegaard got on since he's been here? Because he's fucking factually got worse in the
intentionally
last 2
being
years.
disingenuous.
Year on year until his injury last season. Yes, he
Lee,
was.
Okay.
you're
Was
you're
Saka
Okay,
not
hold on,
intentionally
hold
year on year until his injury. Yes,
One
he
second,
was.
Christian.
And that's why I don't jump on
Christian,
every week, by the
he's
way.
trying to win a side argument. He's not staying on the point.
Doesn't make any
The
sense.
point is, everyone peaks at a different fucking age ago. Yeah,
No, but that's not even
we're
the main
watching
argument.
Bukayo Saka's peak now. We're watching
No,
Lamine
his-
Yamal's peak
That's
now.
not his main
How
point.
can you try and give a fact that you have no idea about? How do you know Saka's
Because
peak
I've watched
within
football
5
for
years?
nearly 4 decades.
What does that mean?
What
so
does that
someone-
mean? It means that I've got
means
4
he thinks
decades.
He knows
No.
everything.
Well, he's asked me a question. Can I answer it? You like real talk. I've watched football for nearly 40 years. Yeah, I know a player when I spot one. Yeah, but because they don't get GA, nobody rates them.
player
Conceição
when
is
you
a
spot
baller.
one.
No,
You
wait,
know
wait.
Saka's finished
You
based
sure?
on 40 years.
I
of
never said
experience.
Saka's finished. Why are you putting words in my mouth? What
Lee,
I said is,
you
I
said that
pray.
Neto was better than Saka,
What I
no?
said was, yeah, Neto is better. He's a better
Pedro Neto
footballer.
is better than Saka.
Pedro Neto is a better footballer, mate.
You said
and
that
he's
Danny
one more.
Welbeck was better than Mohamed Salah.
Yeah, he is.
I just can't take you seriously when that's your.
Nobody
that's your
cares, bro.
Ball knowledge.
Yeah, nobody. My ball knowledge. My ball
Danny
knowledge. You
Welbeck
said
was
Super
saying he's
Duper Mix
better
going to
than
win the
Mohamed
league for
Salah.
6 years straight, bro.
Seriously.
There's
Yeah,
a
Danny
difference
Welbeck
between a
is
prediction-
technically more efficient and gifted than Mohamed Salah. Factually.
Come on.
Factually.
Danny
No, real
Welbeck is
talk.
not-
But then you say
Danny
you've watched
Welbeck
football
is
for
not a
4
better
decades. I can't take you
footballer
seriously.
than Mo Salah.
I don't care if you take me seriously. You guys asked me to pull up and the chat asked me to pull up, so I'm here to pull up.
Right, let me
Yeah.
ask you a question then. If Saka was available, do you think Real Madrid would sign him?
No. Because Saka is available. Every player's available, bro. Hence why you lot have been on your knees for Rodrigo all summer.
Saka, 1 second. Saliba's not available. Real Madrid have wanted him for a couple of years now.
If Real Madrid put £500 million on the fucking table, you saying he ain't available?
That's
Half a billion.
Yeah, obviously.
this is
it'd
what
Answer
I
the
mean.
question. No, no,
If
no,
it was
what I
because you
mean.
said he's not available.
You're
For a
saying
reasonable
illogical
price.
arguments.
I'm not. Money talks, bullshit walks
500
ago.
million pounds.
Okay, let's say they put £500 million on the table. You're telling me Saliba's not going then?
Of course, because
So everyone's available then. You have
no
a
one's
price.
paying $500 million for a centre back. What are we doing?
No, I'm not saying they are. What I'm saying is I'm dumbing your argument down because you said
No, but
Saliba's
you're not
not
dumbing your
available.
argument down. You're making yourself look silly.
No, I'm not, because I've been proven fucking right, which I wish I weren't, by the way, which is why she's on my green screen and not Mikel Arteta with a title with all the lads. Because I've got that green screen. She's there, she's there. No. You guys try and Gengen press me. Danny Welbeck is technically a better footballer, technical ability more than Mohamed Salah. You guys look at output. Yeah, I've seen Gianfranco Zola. Joe Cole is a better footballer than Mohamed Salah. You never see Joe Cole, so you can't argue.
Name more. Name more.
David Ginola, Bobby Pires, Freddie Ljungberg, Thierry Henry. Yeah,
Freddie Ljungberg.
These are top players we're talking about now. Danny Welbeck to Salah is a madness.
No, but you think Freddie Ljungberg is better than Salah?
You just started getting better.
Freddie Ljungberg is a better footballer than Salah. Arjen Robben.
You think Freddie Ljungberg is better
than Mahrez? Yeah, bro, this is how I know that you're young. Yeah. Do you think Gianfranco Zola and Dennis Bergkamp and Eric Cantona are the best 3 players to play in the Prem? Bergkamp, Zola, Cantona. That's my top 3. Do you think that?
No.
Who's yours?
Henry, Rooney, Alan Shearer.
Cool.
Who?
Alan Shearer.
They're the best 3 goal scorers, without a doubt.
Cool. So they're the best 3 players. You said it, your words, the best 3 players to play ever in the Premier League in your lifetime, yeah, Thierry Henry, Wayne Rooney, and Alan Shearer.
Yeah.
So then when I sit there, when I'm older than you, respectfully, right, and I say, Bergkamp's the best player to play in the Prem, you'll argue with me for 5 hours on a stream saying TT's better than him. Yeah. I've seen Bergkamp's whole career, bro.
I think Bergkamp will tell you Henry's better.
Bergkamp's the best.
That's cool.
Bergkamp's the best player to wear the shirt.
Did you see Zola in 1992? You weren't even born, bro.
I was 1 year old, to be fair.
1 year old, thank you. So you never see Zola's career. So when I say what I'm saying, it's my opinion based off of what I've watched. Yeah.
If we're talking technically, though, I would agree with Guns. I think those 3 and Matt Letizia are the 4 best that the Premier League has seen, in my opinion.
David Ginola, King Clancy,
in this era,
Hazard,
Sanchez, 40 minutes ago,
De Bruyne, and all that kind of people in there as well, right? But what was that, you go?
Definitely.
I don't know. I'm still here. I was supposed to leave 40 minutes ago. I got work in the morning. I'm gonna head out.
F your work, bro. Now everybody is rage quit, lads. Yeah, bro, see, this is the thing. They asked me to come on the stream, and they're bouncing one by one. Giggsy's better than Salah, by the way. So was Steve McManaman.
You know something?
So was Kanchelskis. You never see these man, so you can't even.
The guy's taken Liverpool over the line twice now to
yeah, exactly. Thank you. When's our captain doing that?
Why are you bouncing it back to Arsenal? We're talking about Mohamed Salah.
Mohamed Salah is a good footballer in this era, but if he didn't have the stats, yeah, which is stat pads, he was shit the other night and scammed a goal. Yeah, he was awful. If Saka, who was equally as shit when we played United the other day, if he scammed the goal, oh my God, he got a 9.1 rating on FootMob and SofaScore. Bro, stop looking at stats. Yeah, Zinedine Zidane, my dad's 67, Christian, my dad's 67. The best player he's seen George Best, Platini, Glenn Hoddle, all demand them, yeah? My dad says Zidane's the best player he's ever seen. He's seen Eusebio, all of them. Zidane. Yeah, but guess what? You guys ain't seen Zidane's whole career. I can't judge Maradona's whole career because I see him charlied out of his nut in 94, 12 years old, running up to a camera. They're wired off his nut. So unless you were watching it in that time on TV or at the ground, you can't have an opinion. So when people say Mohamed Salah or any other player they talk about, oh, he's unbelievable. Oh, he's the best player, best right winger in the Prem ever. Well, unless you've seen the entirety and the inception of the Premier League, you can't have that opinion. Why don't you say your lifetime?
Yeah, but Lee, Danny Welbeck, man.
Danny Welbeck's technically more gifted than Mohamed Salah.
Can't get over it.
Danny Welbeck is technically more gifted than Mohamed Salah.
I genuinely think 99% of Chelsea fans would disagree with you.
I don't care. 99% of Chelsea fans.
And these are fans that watch their player week in, week out, man.
Yeah, and guess what? Pedro Neto turned up when it mattered twice. Yeah.
Let me read these last few out, Lee. Christian, you had the audacity to say Arsenal can't compete. Arsenal don't have the spending power. How much has Arteta spent now? What's this? Did you say this?
Come on, son, this my G, bro.
Don't remember saying that we can't compete or don't have the spending power. We have spending power, just not as we don't spend as much as other clubs.
We spent more than Real Madrid in 12 years.
We don't spend as much as City, not as much as Chelsea, not as much as maybe more than Liverpool.
Wow, how did Liverpool win?
Huh?
We've outspent Liverpool since Arteta's been here. So how do they keep winning?
They got a quality squad.
But they don't know, do they? Because they have like the Nat Phillips and like all these other man. Yeah, like they have Tsimikas. Would you take Tsimikas at Arsenal and Nat Phillips at Arsenal?
But Tsimikas is a backup.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so is Kivior.
Quality player for Liverpool.
Okay, cool. But we've
starting 11 last
Liverpool.
year when they won the league was quality.
Okay, cool.
2020 when they won the league, it was quality.
So last season, would you take Liverpool's squad over our squad before a game was played? Would you take their right back Trent over Timber? No, you wouldn't, because he can't defend.
He's the only.
You take Trent.
Yeah, he's the only defender I would take out of their squad over us.
Wow.
At the start of last season, would I have taken Trent over Timber? Absolutely, 100%.
Crazy work. Would you take Van Dijk over Saliba?
At the start of last season?
Yeah.
It's close.
Trent, Van Dijk over Saliba?
At the start of last season, it's close. Not now.
Okay, cool. Alisson over Raya?
100%.
So that's 2. So you take Trent and Alisson. Cool. Would you take Konate? Yeah, over Gabby?
No.
Actually, sorry, I got them the wrong way round. Yeah, Konate over Saliba, Van Dijk over Gabby. But I'd
take Van Dijk and Saliba together.
Van Dijk. Okay, cool. So that's 3. That's 3 out of 5. 3 out of 4, by the way. Right. Yeah. Left back, whoever you want to put as Arsenal's left back. Last season, it was fucking everyone. Like literally. Would you take them over Robbo?
Well, Myers Lewis Skelly at the start of last season wasn't even hadn't played for Arsenal.
So Zinchenko, Calafiori.
I would have taken Robertson, yeah.
Okay, cool. So 4 of their back 5. Yeah. So you took Alisson in goal. You took Trent at right back. Yeah. You've took Van Dijk, Saliba. Yeah. And you've taken their left back Robbo. So 4 out of the 5 straight away. And the back 5. Midfield. Yeah. McAllister over Partey.
Nah.
You're not taking McAllister over Partey, no?
Not at the start of last season.
McAllister's, thank you. See, at least you're being honest. McAllister's their best player, by the way. Okay, so that's what? Fucking what? 6 players? Oh, it's 4-2. It's 4-2, guys.
The rest of the team you might struggle with. The defense is debatable, right?
Okay,
Timber from
how's it debatable
last season? I wouldn't swap.
Yeah, but why is it debatable when we had the best defense and we had the golden glove
defensive unit? Individuals is a different story. Goalkeeper is a different story, right? We have the clean sheets we keep in terms of David Raya is because of the defensive unit. It's not necessarily just on him. If Alisson was in our team last season with the defensive unit in front of him and stayed fit the whole season, I think he would have kept the most clean sheets. I don't think Raya would at Liverpool necessarily.
But they had Kelleher, who's better than Kepa. Why don't we sign him?
I like Kelleher. I think he's a good keeper.
Kelleher's a sick keeper. So you'd take you wouldn't take McAllister over Partey. So would you take Rice over Gravenberch?
Yes. Start of last season. I think Gravenberch on the whole last season was arguably better than Declan Rice in terms of season as a whole. I think Rice towards the end of the season, Champions League,
them 2 goals baffled everyone.
At a certain point, I agree with you there. I think he was. People think his season was better than it was.
It was average.
No, it wasn't average at all. I think he was good. Average. But he wasn't world class Declan Rice for the entire season.
None of our players are world class. I like Rice. None of our players are world class. I like some of these players. Like I said, I named them earlier. Like 11, 12 of our squad. I rate them 11, 12 of our squad. Yeah, but they're not world class, Christian.
Gabriel and Saliba are world class.
They're not. They're world class in this era.
In your opinion, yeah, but we're in this.
Okay, would Gabriel and Saliba get in the Invincibles, the 02, the 98, the 91?
Let's make a point to you. We are in this era now. Right?
Yeah, and that's why I'm so angry with this club, bro.
But that's the thing. You have to start looking at it as this era.
No, I don't. I don't need to lower my standards. My standards are based off from what I've witnessed.
But we're in this era now. So what?
Yeah, cool. So drag the standards off the gutter
right now. If I'm comparing them to John Terry and Rio Ferdinand and Vidic and Campbell, maybe they're not world class. But if I'm comparing them to who's around right now in terms of centre backs, they're world class. I think Timber is the best right back in this league now. I'll give you a quote that Rance said earlier with Saeed on his channel. Yeah, big up Rance. He said, if you take a country girl
yeah, who's buff, and drop her in the City, she ain't buff anymore. Yeah. Let's just be real with it. She's fit in the country. You put her in the City, nobody rates her, bruv. Yeah. Right. So let's go Szoboszlai or Odegaard.
When are we talking?
You're taking Odegaard. You're taking Odegaard.
Oh, last season.
Yeah.
100% of Martin Odegaard. Now,
okay,
I'll probably have to take Szoboszlai. I ain't seen Odegaard have a good game in a minute.
Because I already knew he was shit, and Arsenal website proves that with his stats on there. Saka or Salah? Yeah, you have to hold that as well. Yeah, because you're only going purely on numbers. You're going purely on numbers, and this is why I don't go on numbers, bro.
Right? Is this for one game, or is this like to be?
No, this is the start of last season.
I'll say Salah.
You're taking Salah, cool.
Yeah.
So, left side, Gakpo. Well, actually, you could put Diaz there. Gakpo, Diaz, or Martinelli, Trossard.
I'll take R2.
You take R2, yeah?
Mm.
Striker. Well, we ain't got one. 29, yeah, or Noodles. Well, actually, RIP to Jota.
I'll take Jota over both of them all day.
Same. So you've put about 4 of our players in that team. So
yeah,
why was you so confident last season then that we would go and win the league when you would take more of their players over more of our players? Yeah, and their managers in phase 1 just got the job, didn't sign anyone other than Chiesa. We could then do this season right now. We could do it again. So right now, Alisson or Raya. But this season, because we've seen one game, they were lucky the other night. We were lucky the other night. Let's be real. We were both shit.
I'm still taking Alisson.
Cool.
I like David Raya, but Alisson's best in the league still.
Are you taking Frimpong or Timber?
Timber. Without a doubt.
Kanate, Van Dijk, or Gabby and Saliba?
There's questions on Van Dijk. He's 34 now?
35, I think.
Kanate, we've seen. I think he's 34. Kanate's had a few rough games, but they're both still top quality players. But I think now I'm taking Gabby and Saliba.
Fairs. Cool. So you're taking Timber, Gabby, Saliba.
You've got to give me your answer as well, though. Who you taking in goal?
In goal, Alisson all day long.
Right back?
Frimpong, yeah, right back, Timber all day long. I don't rate that Frimpong. That guy's not a right back. He's a right winger.
And then what about centre back pairing?
Centre back, I'd take Saliba. No, actually, I wouldn't. I'd take Van Dijk and Gabby. Yeah, but I play Van Dijk in the right. Yeah, right side. Even though they're both, and Kanate is I'd take both of them and just make it work. Because if you can't play right side or left side, what's all this bullshit about?
You said Van Dijk and Gabby, so obviously Gabriel will play on the left.
Yeah, but Van Dijk plays on the left. Kanate plays on the right.
Yeah, but they're both right-footed.
No, that's my point. Yeah,
I've seen. No, definitely playing as right centre back.
Yeah, thank you, and that's my point. Yeah, so it's like, we need a right side centre back, left. No, if you're defending, you can defend. I don't care what foot you are.
If you look back in history, most title-winning teams. Look at Arsenal when we went invincible. We didn't have a left-footed centre back.
Thank you, and that's my point. All of this is a modern thing, which is why it's he can invert, he can do this. Left back, who are you taking? You're taking Robertson, who's washed, Tsimikas, Kirkes, or are you taking Skelly, Zinchenko, Kivior, and any other Calafiori or any other fucking idiot he wants to play at left back? Because I'm taking Kirkes over anyone.
I'm probably taking Kirkes.
Midfield, Zubimendi, or McAllister.
I think the comparison would be Zubimendi or Gravenberch.
Okay, do that one then. For me, it's Gravenberch.
Based on last season, Gravenberch was arguably...
No, based on right now.
It's tough. I'll probably take Gravenberch.
Same. Cool. Declan Rice.
Yeah, don't do it, man. I'm taking Declan. I'm taking Declan.
Declan Rice or McAllister?
I love McAllister. I think he's great, but I'm taking
McAllister's their best player, bro, and their fans don't even get it. McAllister for me.
Very, very good.
Wirtz or Odegaard? Eze is not signed right now. It's not done deal yet, so you can't pick Eze.
Hey, well, here we go. I'm taking Eze. I'm taking Wirtz. I rate Wirtz, man. He's a baller. I'm taking him.
Okay, cool. Salah or Saka? Because I'm picking Salah just based on numbers, yeah. And I'm not a numbers person because Saka's better than him, yeah. And this manager's holding him back. But Salah, you can't doubt the numbers. Fair play to him. Good luck to him. For me, Salah.
That's the question. If it's one player's in our squad for the future, obviously I want Bukayo Saka. He's obviously
fuck the future, bro. The future is now.
Whatever. That's the thing. But Saka, if this is Champions League final tomorrow, I'm taking Salah.
Cool. Left side. They've got Gakpo and Ekitike.
Well, Ekitike is playing through.
Well, Ekitike is basically a 10.
Yeah, he's basically a striker, really. But yeah.
Yeah, fuck it. Well, he's a 10 false 9. So
on their left, I'll take
on their left. On their left, they've got
Martinelli
Gakpo. Yeah, you're taking Martinelli or Trossard over Gakpo.
No, I'll take Gakpo over both of them.
Wow.
Yeah, so
I don't rate Gakpo. That's actually called special looking brother. Yeah, real talk. Yeah,
player, he's a really good
I don't mind Gakpo, you know. I don't actually mind him. He's better than Martinelli and Trossard, isn't he? Jesus.
I didn't rate him when he first came in, but last season,
he's not better than Trossard. He's not better than Trossard.
I think he is.
No, he's got better output. Yeah, because the manager's better. So up front,
I think the manager's turned him into a very good player. I didn't rate him at PSV. I watched him play
at
PSV. And then when he first came into Liverpool, I was like, I'm not sure about this guy. I thought Diaz would play every game ahead of him. But last season, he impressed me, man. I think he's a good player.
So up front, Gyökeres or Uga Ekitike.
I rate Ekitike. He's impressed me as well since he's come in. But I'm taking Gyökeres, man.
So you picked half the squad again as Liverpool.
It's 50-50, which is why, bro.
Well, it's not because it's 11. So it's not 50-50. It's 11 players, bro. Yeah, you picked Alisson.
All right, maybe it's 5 against 6. All right, this ain't an easy league, man. We can't walk this
league, bro. The league's relative to the competition you're playing against, yeah. And this is why when people dismiss other leagues, Celtic and Rangers, get dismissed. Yeah, bro, it's still relative. They've still got Aberdeen, Hibs, Hearts. Yeah, they can have the odd result. Yeah, Rangers got banged yesterday. Yeah, against Club Brugge. Yeah, but when we get linked to a play, I'll give you another example. Oh, anyone can win the league at Madrid. Cool. So how did Barca win it then? How comes 10 managers have been sacked at Madrid? Yeah, now you go Dutch league. Oh, but yeah, it's Ajax. Well, how comes they ain't won the league then? How comes Slot did?
Yo, I got to wrap up. I got to go to bed.
Yeah, all these man. Damn, they all invited me on. Yeah, they bounced one by one.
Lee, did I not stay? Am I not
the last man standing? No, bless up you, Chris. I need to get you on my channel.
Yeah, for real. But Lee, try and be a little bit positive, man.
Bro, I'll be positive when I see something I can back.
No. But for real, you came in today and said, I'm being positive. Everyone's still getting on my back. But you have to admit, you did turn it into a bit of a negative.
No, I didn't. You did 5-man siege mentality.
Come on, man. You did.
Watch it back.
You watch it back and trust me, you did.
Bro, 5-man siege mentality.
We're in for a good season. We've done some good business. Let's hope we can get over the line. But big up, Dan. Big up, Lee.
Nah, come on, bro.
Big up, Christian, bro.
Every time, bro.
Right, he got cooked by Mons, by the way. The Mons chefed him up. I see that.
I don't know about that.
I see that one's going. Now, big up to you, bro. Big up to you, Christian. Right, Make sure you're following Christian Tire, people. And yeah, Christian, I'll see you next time, bro. Love, man. Love.
Nice, man.
Yeah, bless up. At least he stayed, man. At least he stayed. End the stream. Get out of here.
Class. Let's do these.
Dan, I swear down there. You text me and said, these man asking me to jump on the stream. The chat are asking me to jump on the stream. I get here. After chat are killing me, going, oh, what's he on here for? He's killed the mood. Just go and watch my fucking stream. I'm buzzing. I did my stream and the news dropped live while I was live.
Why would they watch that? It's not you being negative, bro. They ain't going to watch that. They're going to clip up the stuff of you saying stuff on here.
Arsenal fan.
We've signed Eze and Lee's still moaning. That's what it will be. But yeah, let me do these last two, man. I've got one last question for you. Owen says, in City's treble season, Pep Guardiola played Silva on right wing over Mahrez. I'm not saying that Eze is good, but the same concept. Rodrigo's only available with a Saliba swap deal, which is unrealistic. Great signing. It's actually true, by the way.
Before you unpin that, yeah, that season when he won a treble, check how many games Bernardo played right. Yeah, because I know for a fact, Mahrez scored a hat-trick against Sheffield United in a FA Cup semi. Yeah, first time since 1958. FA Cup semi against Sheffield United. Yeah, then they spanked, and Gundogan scored the quickest goal, yeah? Next game, he got dropped.
I remember that.
Yeah, and Bernardo played right against Bayern. Bernardo did 4 nutmegs in about 10 seconds, yeah, bro. He was wavy that season, yeah? But Mahrez, yeah, so they said the same about Jack. Damn, they said the same about Grealish, bro. How he don't get GA. Bro, if Jack Grealish has Salah GA, they'd rate him. Jack Grealish was integral for that fucking that treble winning season.
Treble winning season, yeah.
Same as Bernardo, same as Mahrez, yeah, same as all of the players, yeah. Right? Stones, all of them. Like, bro, I swear down, yeah. That season, yeah, he had him playing right wing in certain games. The difference is that guy is an elite level manager. Ours isn't. He's never managed a game other than one game that he lost. Yeah, which was the first time they lost at home in a group stage for 6 years.
Yeah, it was.
By the way.
That was true. LB I didn't even know that till LB told me that, by the way.
Leon at home.
Leon, yeah.
Pep was having back surgery.
Because what was
That's
funny
the only
was
game he ever managed.
on my stream, yeah. Someone said on my stream, the only game we played well against, this was years ago. The only game we played well against.
I'm listening.
No, it's calm. The only game we played well against was when Arteta had COVID and he had to stay at home. That was when we lost to Man City 2-1, where everyone said we should have won. They beat us in the last kick of the game. And Rodri scored. And everyone was saying that. And then apparently someone else had said, and actually when Arteta took over, we lost the game. And that was what it brought up. Anyway, Owen also says, Igal's just said that Arsenal have the best squad in the league. So if Arteta plays his slow side-to-side football and wins their fall, will you admit that Arteta is not good enough and should go? Just asking. I don't think he will. Now, he's said on stream a few times, Igal, that he's going to say he's got to go if he doesn't win a trophy this season. No, sorry, I'll correct myself. If he doesn't win the Premier League or the Champions League this season.
We need to have a conversation.
If that does not happen, which I don't think it will, I'm really interested to see what he says. I really genuinely am.
Bro, I swear down, my guys clipped him up. They jumped on my channel before here. Yeah, 3 hours, 30 minutes onwards for 5 minutes, yeah. Comedy gold.
Yeah, man, you need to go check that out. Oh, yeah, I've got a serious question for you. How many right wingers in the Premier League era are better than Mahrez?
Better than Mahrez?
Because I'm with you, I love him. I think he's unbelievable, but
bro, he's in the final as well. Yeah, against Ronaldo FC. He's in the final.
Wow.
Yeah, Ivan Toney scored, by the way. Against the ex-Aubameyang.
How's his bad attitude getting on, Ivan Toney? Is he
he's doing all right, isn't he, Dan? Yeah, Frank Kessie is better than fucking half of the midfielders in the Prem. How many wingers in the Prem are better than him on the right wing? Ian Robben, potentially. However, technical ability. See, the thing is, that's hard to judge, yeah, because like Mahrez stayed here for a long time. One at Leicester, one at Man City. He was here, 9 years? 10 years?
Yeah.
There ain't many, bro. I genuinely, you can say CR7 on the right, but
Beckham?
Yeah, Beckham was cold. I'm taking Mahrez over Beckham. Beckham was cold. Yeah, he's mad underrated. Bale's a shout, but again, it was only like a couple of seasons.
What about Freddie?
Freddie was cold, but I'm taking Mahrez.
I'm trying to think. I'm trying to say something out loud myself now because I'm.
Mahrez is a bad boy, bro. I can't think of anyone just off of the top of my head that I go, yo, he was better.
I would say Bale was a left winger.
Bale, Ronaldo, you can put them in that conversation because of what they did for their clubs in that position.
Hazard.
Yeah, but he mainly played off the left, didn't it?
Yeah, he did.
Kincladze was a baller, bruv.
Kincladze was more like attacking.
Man said Di Maria. That's the only time he never won a trophy in his entire professional career. He's won a trophy every year since and before.
Yeah, we're talking about Premier League, by the way, chat, not over the whole of his career. Because obviously,
now, Mahrez will probably go down as. No, I love Mahrez, you know that.
Yeah,
Giggsy was left. Yeah, Bale had 2 seasons. Yeah, but people that say Salah, get out of him, man. Mahrez is miles clear.
See,
I don't think there's anyone better than him.
The right wingers that you can put forward, I think the 4 that you can put forward, right? Correct me.
Joe Cole's a shout. Right.
I think the 4 would be Cristiano Ronaldo, Mahrez, Beckham, and Mo Salah. I think they're the 4 that people would look to choose
Joe
from.
Cole as well. Joe Cole was cold.
Yeah, he was class.
Anyone
I
saying
think Joe Cole went
Giggsy and
down.
Overmars played on the left, guys.
Giggs, I think they've misheard it. We're not talking about wingers. We're talking about right wingers. Yeah, Ginola, likewise. He was unbelievable, by the way.
In the Premier League.
Yeah, in the Premier League, yeah. Robin is a shout, to be fair. Robin is a shout.
Yeah, Nani was cold.
In.
Nani was cold, but he ain't better than
Nani
Morris.
in that level, though. I ain't putting Nani up there with them 4, though.
Nani was considered shit, Dan, in that era.
I always felt he was a little bit overrated, personally. I thought he was good.
Yeah, but that was the fucking era we were watching, Dan.
Yeah.
Now, he'd be the best right winger in world football.
Yeah, it's just, if you look at the era back then, I mean, like, we're all excited because we're signing these players, and some of the players that people are bringing in, they're excited. But look at them; they wouldn't touch the sides of some of the players back then in the 90s and 2000s. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, people that haven't seen, like, I mean, me and you are lucky, and people forget the players that we've seen. Like, if you was to put together players that you've seen, like, I've loved Thierry Henry, but R9 was better. Like, let's just say how it is. You know what I mean? Then you look at Ronaldinho and Zidane and Xavi and Iniesta and the players we've seen in that era, Andrea Pirlo.
Figo.
I'm saying Figo, yeah, he was well underrated. No one talks about him, man. Yeah,
Guzzi's mad underrated.
Oh, Guti was unreal. Totti as well, man. What a baller!
McManaman's underrated. I love McManaman.
Yeah, I liked Steve McManaman. When I was growing up, he was unbelievable, and I think Robbie Fowler was well underrated. When I was growing up, mate, Robbie Fowler's the best finisher I'd ever seen. He just wouldn't miss.
And then Michael Owen came along.
Yeah. It was like, got 2 of them now. Yeah, no.
It's like, why do they always find a striker, bro?
Yeah, it's my Nedved.
Yeah, do you know what? Yeah, Nedved. Fuck Nedved. I hate that guy.
I hated Nedved because of what happened with the Ballon d'Or, man. There's no way.
But they were ballers, bro. Pirlo, like, bro, we've seen the best of it. Torres as well.
Torres, yeah. Makaleli.
Luis Suarez.
He was, man. Yeah, Suarez, Kaká. There's loads of people coming with this now.
I was at Wembley. I was at Wembley when we lost to Fiorentina.
Oh,
I was at that game. We played our champs games at Wembley that season.
Oh, I was at that game. Curse, mate, that was when we went to Wembley. We didn't bloody win a game, did we?
Yeah, Batistuta chefed us up differently, bro. Batistuta, the only player I've seen close to him is Aguero.
He was ridiculous, Batistuta. Absolutely.
Yeah, Letizia. Yeah, bro. Let's go on and on. We could name 300 ballers, and this is why when people say to me, how don't you have Cristiano Ronaldo in your top 50? Bro, look at the players I've seen. Yeah, unless you've seen.
I remember you saying that. I think Ronaldo and Messi are both unreal, man. But I look at some of the names of some of the people that put it in now, and I think, like, if you even, let's just say Premier League, right? I think it was with LB when I spoke about this, right? Like, if you pick a striker that you thought was decent but not like wow in the Premier League era, let's just
Defoe,
say Defoe's a good shout. Emil Heskey, yeah, people used to laugh at him because he was crap, apparently, right? Let's just take Heskey, Crouch, and Defoe. Now you look at the Premier League, that all of those are better. All of those, right, are better than Mateta, Ollie Watkins, Visser. All the players that people want nowadays, they're all better than them.
Yeah, Jackson.
Jackson, crikey.
Hey, Dirk Kuyt, that's a shout.
Oh, Dirk Kuyt, yeah.
Yeah, it's
so
true.
When you look at it now, man, I look at that and I think people are saying that Ollie Watkins is like 100 million or whatever, you know, and like he's the best after Kane for England. I mean, where have all these England strikers gone, fam? Like, where
we
are
had
they
Teddy
all gone?
Sheringham, Andy Cole,
Fowler.
Yeah, Fowler. Yeah, we had fucking
Ian Wright.
Shearer, Ian Wright. Yeah. Kevin Phillips.
Matt Letizia.
Bro, I swear.
And now it's like, oh, we've got Harry Kane. What next? Well, I think Tammy Abraham's still playing somewhere. Ivan Toney.
Lineker.
Yeah, man. Les Ferdinand. That's a great shout.
Jermaine Defoe, Kevin Davies. Kevin Davies.
Campbell never even got an England cap. That's criminal. Kevin Campbell.
Kevin Davies. Yeah. Darren Bent. Yeah. Darren Bent used to live, his family, I think they still live there. They live right opposite my daughter and her mum.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's his cousin. When he played for Sunderland, you know, the balloon. Yeah, the beach ball, not the balloon. Yeah. The beach ball. Yeah. Bro, he went into BMW and bought in the BMW X6, yeah. It had just been launched, yeah. White BMW X6, drove it all the way back to Milton Keynes. Yeah, they were fucking checking him. Two black guys, him and his cousin, yeah, going in there, yeah, buying a white BMW, pimps up, drove it, yeah, fucking HMRC on his case, bruv, yeah. And he drove it back. I used to see Dan Bent all the time. Yeah, see him, he lived right opposite. Well, his cousin.
Is he a good lad?
Yeah, but he's deluded, bruv. Yeah, even then he was deluded. I ain't been with that woman for what, 11 years, 12 years, maybe longer. Yeah, my daughter's what, 15? Yeah, 12 years, 11 years I ain't been with her. But he was sound. Yeah, but his cousin lived right opposite. But he played for Sunderland at that time. That was the beach ball goal.
That was hilarious.
Yeah. That was fucking funny. Man went that way. The ball went that way.
Rayner as well, just completely screwed. I remember Steve Bruce was the manager, yeah. Steve Bruce was the manager of Sunderland. And do you remember Phil Thompson, Tomo, on Gillette Soccer?
His big beak.
With his big beak. He said, "Oh, yo, Brucey, it's Tomo." He went, "You're not still blaming balloons and beach balls, are you, Tomo?"
I didn't see it, Jeff. Yeah, I didn't see it, Jeff. Yeah. He's gone as well, isn't he? He died, didn't he? Did he die?
I don't think so.
Did he die or he was ill?
Yeah,
Tomo. There's been a red card.
Yeah, he was ill, but he's all right.
No, not Tomo. Not Tomo. The what's his name? Chat, help me out. What's his name?
Yeah,
there's been a red card. As there, Jeff?
Oh, Chris Kamara.
Chris, he died, didn't he?
No, he's got some health issues.
Or he was mad ill.
Yeah, he's okay now, but he's got what is it he had? He had something where Chat will help me out, but it's something to do with his speech. He struggled with his speech and it just got worse. But I think he's got back into. He did that Total Wipeout show, speech problem. There we go. He was so funny, man. There's been a red card, as there. Jeff.
I didn't see it, Jeff.
I thought they were making a sub.
That's one of the funniest clips of all time.
Do you know the other one that's hilarious is the Talk Sport ones, mate, where they go to the clips and you got that. There's two, man. There's one of Alan Brazil where he says, "Oh, how's Bob Monkhouse now?" And he goes, "He's dead." He goes, "How's his health?" He goes, "He's dead." That's the worst one ever, man. How's his health now? And he goes, "He's dead. He's died."
Have you seen the Talk Sport with Dean Saunders when he's talking about Brian Clough?
I don't think so.
No, bro. When he's like Brian Clough tried to sign him, yeah. Right, I swear, Dan, please shit. You can't share it, you'll get done for copyright. Yeah. But Dan, I swear, just play the audio, yeah. Just type in, yeah, Dean Saunders, Brian Clough, and it's a British record transfer fee, yeah. It goes on for about 7 minutes, yeah. Right, and we're up on that because I know you want to go, yeah. Right, Dan, this is the funniest shit you'll ever hear in your life. Yeah. Then he's talking. There's another one where he's talking about Brian Clough talking about Stuart Pearce. Yeah. Our captain is a fraud. Yeah. How'd you play for England, son? I done all right. Well, I thought you were shit. But the way Dean Saunders nails his fucking accent, yeah, Brian Clough's accent is fucking funny, bro. Yeah. He goes, he's a fraud because it says here that if I phone this electrical company, Stuart Pearce is going to pick up the phone. Yeah. So if I phone you, son, will you pick up the phone? No, it's my brother. He goes, our captain's a fraud. Yeah, so Brian Clough then puts a fucking bag down in the middle of the fucking dressing room and it's a broken iron. My Barbara, yeah, says, yeah, the element's gone on this. You need to fix this by the weekend or you're not playing. Yeah, then he's talking about, there's another one where he talks about Vinnie Jones when they're playing Wimbledon, the crazy gang. Ellie, can you go and tell them to turn their fucking music down? He goes, yeah, can you turn the music? They turn it down for 2 seconds. Comes back, they turn it back up. They're in the fucking dressing room. Then, in the end, yeah, Brian Clough bowls in there. Fucking Vinnie Jones is sat there with this beatbox, this fucking big fuck off radio, you know, back in the day, Dan, yeah. Right? He goes, yeah, now play your fucking music, Wimbledon. Smashed it. Well, I play these all the time, yeah, but I get done for copyright when I share them. So you have to play the audio, yeah.
Audio.
Yeah, the Ghetto Blaster.
On my phone. Hopefully, you can hear it. But have you heard the one before I play this? Have you heard the legendary one, which for me is the best ever on TalkSport, which is the geezer? I just don't understand why he's not playing Anthony Niemi in goal.
Anthony Niemi.
He says he's finished. He goes, he's not finished. He's 28.
28. I remember driving. Yeah, I was in my car. I was going out to knock on doors down. I remember listening to that live. He's not finished. He's 28.
He's not finished. He's 28.
No, he's finished. He's not finished. No,
he's from Finland. He's from Finland.
Oh, I thought he was Scottish.
That is for me.
I can't fathom for the life of me why Scotland not playing Anthony Niemi. Anthony Niemi. Yeah, Anthony. He's finished. He's not finished. He's
28. It's 28.
Damn, that's the funniest clip ever on fucking.
That is the best on TalkSport.
Yeah, but this Dean Saunders, yeah, fucking British record transfer.
Let me see if you can hear it. You have to let me know if you can hear it, though. Yeah.
Funny, man. I can hear it.
So I went and spoke to Howard Kendall. That was interesting. Not as interesting as Brian Clough. And picture the scene. So I've got to go meet him at Alan Hill's house on the A52 in Nottingham. So 4 o'clock. Yeah, 4 o'clock. 3-bedroom detached house. Me and my agent, Kevin Mason, who looks like Robbie Coltrane. Just get the picture. He looks like Cracker. He's a ringer for Cracker. Yeah. So we walk in. Gaffer's on his way from the ground. He'll be here in 5 minutes. So we sit down in the lounge. It's the best garden you've ever seen. The back garden's perfect. We sit down on the settee. Archie Gamble, cup of tea. Next thing, knock on the door. Gaffer's here. Yeah. Brian Clough walked in. Green sweatshirt, white shorts, white socks, blotchy cheeks. Walked in. I stand up. I was obviously a bit nervous. It's Brian Clough. Yeah. Young man.
Young man.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Clough. Looks at Kevin, my agent. Son doesn't even shake his hand. We sit down and he walks up the opposite end of the house. Yeah. Sits on the chair with his nose about an inch from the wall, looking at the wall. I was thinking, what's he doing? And he doesn't say anything for about a minute. And we just sat there. And all of a sudden he went, Son, just staring at the wall. And he went, Son, can I speak to you? Or do I have to speak to him to speak to you? I said, you can speak to me, Mr. Clough. He went, thank you, son. Because I don't really like talking about football in front of him. Because he's a fat. So I burst out laughing. Kevin did not laugh. So at this point, he slid off the arm of the chair onto his knees on the floor. And he's sitting back on his heels going, I've got bad knees, son. My knees. My knees are killing me, son. And he starts crawling on his hands and knees towards me. I was at the other end of the house. He's crawling on the floor. I'm thinking, what? I can't believe what's going on. It's a British record transfer. This is supposed to be.
God, this is fucking hilarious, mate.
Looked at the carpet and he went, Ellie, like your carpet, son. He said, where'd you get that from? You went, carpet, right? You went $12.99 a square yard. You went, my Barbara would love that carpet. Good choice, Ellie, son. At this point, I started to work out he might be drunk. He crawls up to me and he sits back, crawling on his hands and knees, and he looks out the patio doors, the best garden ever. And he sits back on his heels. He goes, my knees, what a lovely garden. Do you like flowers, son? He said to me, do you like flowers? I went there, all right. He went, hang on, don't move. He goes outside, gets this pot. There's the best pot you've ever seen with flowers spilling out of this pot. He's trying to get his hands around the whole lot to get them out. Ellie runs out behind him. He went, Gaffer, no, that's my best pot. Don't pull them out. He went, Ellie, you're ruining the deal, son. The lad likes flowers. So he gets a handful of flowers, gives them to me. It goes on ages, this story, by the way. It's hilarious. Go 2 hours. Make it longer. Anyway, he got flowers and he went, smell that, son. Smell that. What do you think? Smell the flowers.
His accent's perfect.
Nice, yeah. He went, I love flowers. Do you like Frank? I went, Frank who? He went, Frank Sinatra. Oh, yeah. He said, Ellie, put Frank on. Like Frank Sinatra. My Kind of Town, Chicago comes on. He gets the flowers out of his pocket. He says, "Get your mic out, son." Get your mic out, because he puts them in my jacket pocket. I said, "What do you mean?" He went, "Get your mic out." So I get the flowers out of my pocket as my mic. I'm now singing the chorus to Frank Sinatra, My Kind of Town, Chicago, on British record transfer in Alan Hill's house. I was thinking, what's going on? So he sings a song all the way through. Yeah. I was going, Chicago is. He said, "Come on, sing. They can all sing where you come from." So that's Welsh. So he goes, "Right, now then, you like Frank, you like flowers. Do you like me, son? Big question for you. Do you like me?" I said, "I have to say yes." And I said, "I can play for you, Mr. Clough." He went, "That's it, Dilly. We've got him. He loves me. He wants to bring the contract." Kevin, who hasn't said a word, my agent, opens his mouth. He said, "Actually, Mr. Clough, we've got a few things to discuss before you got him." He said, "Who said you could speak, fatso?" Right, he's killed him. So he went, "Dilly, take fatso out in the garden." I can't talk about football in front of him. So he looked at the patio doors and Cloughy went, "Get yourself another agent." I went, "Why?" He said, "Look at the size on him." I went, "He's my mate." He said, "He's your mate? He'd eat everything in your fridge." So we sit back now. Archie Gamble says, "Right, well, what are we going to do, Gaffer? He said, "Is it not done, Arch? Have you not done the deal?" He went, "No." He said, "What have you been doing?" He said, "Well, get on with it. Get on with it." So we sit on the patio outside. Archie Gamble's got to persuade me to sign for Forest. Yeah. And the Cloughy sits down, folds his arms. "Go on, Arch, get it sorted." Get it sorted. Archie Gamble goes,
His accent's now done.
"Right, I know you spoke to Everton this morning. Yeah. Whatever you do, don't be swayed by the money." Cloughy went, "Got to stop you there, Arch." "I would be. Carry on." So shook Archie a bit. And the other thing is, Nigel, Gaffer's son, he'll create you 20 goals a season on his own. I went, "Got to stop you again there, Arch. I'm going to tell Al Nigel you said that. Thank you for that. He'll love that. Carry on." So Archie said, "Gaffer, I don't know what we can offer him. What can we offer him?" "Arch, he likes flowers, he likes Frank, and he loves me. The lad doesn't want any money. Do you, son?" So I thought, how can I get out of it? I've got to get out of it somehow. So I went, "Yeah, I don't want any money." I've got to speak to my wife, though. I've got to speak to my wife before I sign the contract. So I went home, 12 miles away, pulled over. Kevin says, "You better go out of order, calling me fat. Yeah. How can you treat me with so little respect? You're not signing for them." Got to my back door, went in the back door, said to my wife, "You're not going to believe what's happened to me today." She went, "Shh." And she put a finger on my lips. "Shh." I went, "What?" "You know what she's pointed in my lounge." He's only sat in my lounge, apart from the garden, with his arm on my mother-in-law. And I was proudly trying to sign me, but that's the funniest thing that's ever happened to me.
I swear to I'm done yet.
Oh, bro, that's class. I've not heard that before, man.
Bro, the way he does the Brian Clough accent.
Yeah.
"Gotta stop you there, Ellie." Gotta stop, bro. "Yeah, I would be, son." "Gotta stop you there, son." Bro, the way he does the fucking Clough
It's
accent.
like Michael Sheen, man, in the Damned United. Have you seen it? Michael Sheen is brilliant in that, man. He's so good in that, bro. He's absolutely class. If you ain't seen the Damned United, people, honestly, chat, go watch it because it's so good, man. So good. But yeah, Brian Clough is absolute class, man. I remember there was a story Martin O'Neill told, yeah, and Brian Clough said that if you were a part of his first team, you'd be wearing 1 to 11, like your shirt number. So he was like, it's going to be, goalkeeper 1, right back 2, and so on. Martin O'Neill got given, I think, the number 5. And he said, "Oh, Gaffer, like, I appreciate the number and all that, but I see myself as a number 7, not really a number 5. He said, "Oh, okay then, Martin, that's no problem. Not to worry. Thanks for bringing that to my attention." So, yeah, no, it's no worries. He says, "That's fine." So he goes to the weekend, gets into the changing room, and he's been given the number 14. And he's like, "Oh, Gaffer, I don't know what's happening here. I got the number 14 here. I said I wanted the number 7, not the number 5. And he said, "Well, there's a bit of a problem here, you see, though, Martin. It's either the number 14 or the number 7. Which one would you like?" He's like, well, I'd like the number 5, really. And he said, well, it's number 7 or 14. Which one would you like? And he's like, well, I want to play, so I better take the number 7. He says, that's a wise choice, son. Wise choice. That's legend. You know what I mean?
Imagine coaching these players like that.
Crazy, isn't it?
These
Crazy.
players in this era, bro, I swear down, yeah, they'd fold. They'd
Crazy.
fold. They'd fold. Bro, the Stuart Pearce, yeah, fuck it. Our captain is a fraud. It says, if I found, how'd you think you played for England, son? Well, I thought I'd done all right. Well, I thought you were rubbish. Yeah, our captain's a fraud. Yeah. All right, Dan, please. I know you want to rap, yeah? I beg you play that. It's only 2 minutes longer. End on
Yeah. What is
Stuart Pearce, Brian Clough Iron. Yeah, that is fucking funny, man. Yeah, that is hilarious. Our captain's a fraud. If I call this number, are you going to pick up? No, it's my brother. Our captain's a fraud. No, that's right. This is why I stay up until 5 in the morning, brother. I'm playing these clips on. Yeah, because people need to understand, yeah. Like, when I say what I'm saying, it's based off of this shit back in the day.
Yeah, exactly. This is it. This is the thing, man.
Ian Holloway's goated as well. Ian Holloway done a clip when he was at Blackpool. Yeah, fucking. Who's the other one? Fucking that was managing Wolves with the wonky nose.
McCarthy.
Mick McCarthy. Yeah, he did a fucking match of the day interview. They said, "Oh, nice to get the monkey off your back." He went, "Monkey? More like Planet of the fucking Apes."
Do you remember Gordon Strachan as well? Gordon Strachan was
Gordon Strachan was fucking sick, man.
He was excellent, mate. When they said, "Oh, you've been unbeaten in 5 games, and now bang, there goes your unbeaten record. Can you take it?" No, he said, "I'm going to go home, become an alcoholic, and throw myself off a bridge."
Yeah. Ian Holloway, yeah, they were. If they beat whoever they beat when he was Blackpool manager and they were in the Premier, and he did the interview. Yeah, and he goes, "When you go home, yeah, I put on match of the day." Yeah, he goes, "We're going to be first on match of the day," and you're sitting there with your Doritos and your Coca-Cola. Bro, you don't get these characters in football anymore.
You don't, man.
Yeah.
You don't.
Everyone's a robot, bro.
That Ian Holloway,
class as well.
Yeah, Warnock was class, but Ian Holloway, yeah, when he was manager of QPR years ago on Soccer AM, he did that brilliant interview where he did what did you think of your performance? And he said, it's like when you go out and you meet a bird. She's not the best looking bird, but you take her home for a coffee. Yeah. Do you know what? Actually, let's go for a coffee. Let's go for a coffee. And you have a chat with her and you think, yeah, mate, she's a nice girl. She's not really for me, but, it's been a lovely evening. And we've had a coffee, and I've got a number. It's been fantastic. That's the gentleman terms of how well we played today.
Well, I swear down.
A legend, man.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Neil Warnock. Fucking hell. Yeah? Yeah? When you shag your missus, yeah, you lot don't care. Yeah? Fucking ref, we're in fucking London. Yeah, fuck. Well, I played them. I can't play the clips here. Don't ever play the clips. You'll get done for copyright here. You have to edit them out. Yeah, Neil Warnock. Fucking hell. Yeah, Dean's in the dressing room. You don't care. Yeah. You have to fucking die for 3 points.
That's the one.
Because you're going to go home on you're going to go on your fucking holidays there to Mallorca. There, shag your missus on the car bonnet. Yeah, because you couldn't care less about the club. He don't hurt you.
And he says to the ref, doesn't he? Ref, when you go home tonight, are you going to look at what you've done wrong and come and say sorry to me? Or are you just going to say you've made a mistake and move on with your life? It's such a legend. Wait, I've got this clip, man. I've got this clip. Let me play it.
Go on.
He was kind. He was rude. Yeah. He was arrogant. Yeah. He was brilliant. What a personality. And I was fortunate enough to meet him a few times, but there's loads and loads of stories about him. And I got to tell you this, Jim. Mark Crosby told me this. He was in the room. This is a lesson for any footballer. Stuart Pearce gets picked for England, right? So he's asked Pacey, when can he get back after the game? It was a Tuesday night game. When can he get back in time for training? Yeah. So he said Thursday, 4 o'clock. Thursday. So Thursday comes along, he calls a meeting, gets all the players in the dressing room, and he puts a towel down on the floor and a football on it. He always used to put a towel on the floor with the ball, and he'd kick the ball off the towel and say, that's when we play with the ball on the floor. So he comes in with a plastic bag. There was obviously something heavy in the bag, and he puts the ball on the towel. And he walks back to the back of the dressing room and he says, young man, to Stuart Pearce, how do you think you played for England in midweek? He said, I done all right. He said, I didn't think so. I thought you were shocking. What do you think, lads? And nobody said anything. So he's gone, well, our captain, lads, is a fraud. So Pacey said, what do you mean? He goes, well, on last week's programme, page 9, bottom left corner, there's an advert in there. Stuart Pearce Electrics. Explain what's that? He said, well, when I was playing non-league, we had electrical family business, and I'm just trying to keep the business going. Lance, our captain's a fraud. He said, well, if my Barbara rings that number, are you going to answer it if her light bulb's gone in our house? He said, no, be my brother. Well, you're a fraud then, son. It says you'll come. And if you're any good at that, he opens the bag, takes the bag over to him, takes an iron out of the bag. My Barbara's iron is broken. Fix it by Saturday or you're not playing. So Pacey's fixed the iron. He's fixed it and put it on his desk Saturday morning just the iron to make sure he played. That's how you get your feet back on the ground.
No, I swear, Brian Clough was different,
bro. He was easily the best. His quote, yeah, when he says, I don't think I'm the best manager in the world, but I'm in the top one. I mean, that's class, man.
He managed Leeds for about fucking 70 days or something. They sacked him, bro. But he should have been England manager. If he was England manager, he would have won everything.
Yeah, he was
But he was too outspoken. He's like me, Dad. You would have managed England. Yeah, you're the Gareth Southgate. Yeah. Yeah, I'm the Brian Clough. I'm too outspoken, bro.
And he was unreal, man. Like, for me, they don't get the characters like that anymore. You don't get that anymore, and that's a shame, man. I'm so glad we grew up in that era. We got to see it, man.
Yeah,
I really am. But yeah, listen, man, it's been a quality stream. Big up. You're only supposed to pop on for half hour, bless you. So I appreciate you being on.
Oh, she's sleeping, bruv. Leopard and the deer, bruv. The leopard never misses the deer. Wow, we were. Yeah. My neighbor buys a window from the glass. Oh, I buy a window from the glass. My neighbor buys a window from the glass. I buy a step. My neighbor buys a step. I buy a radio alarm clock. He got the Ford. Great success.
Great success. I love that, man. That was incredible.
That's up for me on as well. They all dip one by one, Dan. Yeah, they can't hack it.
Bro, they dropped like flies, man. I mean, to be fair to Marty, his phone died and killed. And to be fair to him, he literally only come on and he'd hardly said much and his bloody phone went. But the others,
they asked me to come on. They asked me to come on. Chat asked me to come on. They all dipped.
Last man standing on 12th man, as Bradley says in the chat. There we go. Big up to you, man. Listen, what you got coming up anyway?
Troops tomorrow.
Nice.
I don't think it's live because he likes his pre-records. So I think that's 2 p.m.
Cool.
UK. Rents 5 p.m. live. What else we got tomorrow? And I'll do Sank on my own channel. Happy days.
Yeah, fair play.
Yeah,
man.
we're good.
Fair play. I'm going to send you over to LB because he's live at the moment. So let's.
LB, yeah. Savio to Spurs. Here we go in that.
Yeah, man. Apparently so. What is all that about?
It's crazy. Spurs get Savio, bro. I swear.
Why
are my borders going to fucking Spurs? Madders is there. Get out of it, bro. Kudus is. Right.
You love him, don't you, as well, Savio?
Well, Savio is a baller, bro.
Yeah.
Proper.
All right, sweet. Go say hello to LB. Go spam the chat. Make sure you join Lee tomorrow. I'm on with Saeed on here tomorrow at 11:30, and then 4 p.m. There's going to be a mad show with a lot of Tottenham and Arsenal fans ranting at each other. That is going to go mental. We got Sava, we got George, we got myself, we got Hooks, we got Wolfie. It's just going to go mad. You know it is. It always does at that show. Make sure you're following OK Jerseys. Links in the description. Make sure you're also hitting like and subscribe onto this one. And yeah, we'll see you on the next one. Go and say hello to LB. We're out of here. Laters.
Conky out.